Hello, everyone, and welcome to Failed Save. My name is Vince Casso, and I am your Part 2 Vigilante Dungeon Master for this campaign. This is episode 20 of our series and is titled The Silver Sterling Part 2, the grand finale. This show, not the whole thing, just the part 2. That's the whole. I added the rest.
Are we done?
We'll go
We're
on.
just done?
This show utilizes the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game system in my homebrew setting Boros and is completed by a wonderful cast of adventurers and the return of a special guest. Let's meet them in an order.
Sweet, I'll go first. Hi. Wait, yeah, hi. I wasn't sure if it was all different now.
We have fun here.
I'm Abria playing Fess, your half-elf ranger, and both Fess and my pronouns are she, her.
Nice.
I'm Xander Janere, back playing Bora because I heard someone else took the reins for a little bit last time.
Oh boy, I don't want to talk about it.
And I use he, him pronouns, but Bora uses she, her, your furbolg paladin.
Allergic for bulk paladin.
Allergic to everything.
Yeah.
I think that's me now because it's usually Sage in between this. So hi, I'm Gina. And I am playing Murray tonight. He uses he, him pronouns, and I normally use she, her. But tonight I am old and a paladin and a tiefling.
All good things.
Ding, ding, ding.
Excellent. I love you very much, Gina, but now I don't know who should go next. Well, I'm going to go.
I think it's you. Wait, was it supposed to be you first?
It was supposed to be
No one
Amy,
was saying
but that's
anything,
okay.
and I panicked.
That's
for
okay.
Like
We're going to save Amy. We're going to save Amy for last because she's
What's
the guest. We're very
important is
excited
that
about
we're
it.
confident performers
Was I
making strong
supposed to know
choices.
Partner energy.
She gets the and.
Anyway, hi, y'all. When Sage isn't here, apparently we all break down. We miss her very much, and she's fine, just doing good things elsewhere. Hi, I'm Kaylee. I am playing Ella Britt, your Turtle Death Cleric, this evening.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Also,
Who's
we
next?
both use she, her pronouns.
Hey!
Jump
Hi,
in.
I'm Anthony Carboni. I'll be playing Chirp Burbington, honest, forthright, and caring Aarakocra monk, and
All
we're
right.
both he, him.
Last but not least, very special guest, returning friend.
I'm so excited to be back. My name is Amy Dallen. I am playing Dare, aka Daring Riposte, your tabaxi rogue. But that was a long time ago, and you know, the spark of adventure really doesn't totally go out, but sometimes it does if you wait a very long time in a village before anyone comes by town to maybe stir up some old memories and help you get a treasure back from inside a castle.
Sure.
So we have some more stories that I
Yeah.
was gonna share with you tonight
Great.
if we have a lot of time.
Yeah,
Both of our
perfect.
pronouns are she, her. I forgot that part.
Yeah.
That was actually important.
No,
We
plenty
should
of
have
time.
mentioned
Keep
that
going.
before earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we will not be joined tonight, unfortunately, by our Dazzle, our fallen Aasimar warlock, but she will, in due course, be played, of course, by me when necessary.
Chat, I need you to do
So see,
Yes,
oh
the
god,
revenge.
no. I don't even know how to do that. Oh
You
god,
know
okay.
your job, chat.
And remember that you at home have a disturbing amount of power over our story. We have a series of donation tiers allowing you to do everything from banking up rerolls to causing a snack time where a character of your choice has to choose a random, possibly fatal or fortuitous, treat from Ella's basket. Kicking off a The Office-style confessional cam, spawning our favorite eldritch horror guy, and finally, you can trigger an overwhelming takeover by the god Down, spawning in all his plushy glory into our earthly realm.
No.
Have fun getting wild.
Yes.
No.
Wishy, wishy.
No, I hate it.
Yes!
No!
I love it.
I
Gina's
don't
the
know.
only one who likes
I
the
love it. I love it so much. It makes me so uncomfortable and feel alive.
In the meantime, let us recap.
Please.
Our last adventure saw our heroes confronted with a quest to find the Silver Sterling. Governor Calloway promptly split the party and sent them to two vital objectives. Bora was sent with a letter to a retired old magistrate living in Four Roads, and the rest of the group was dispatched to the town of Dust Glen to meet an old, retired adventurer who may know something about the final adventure of the Silver Sterling. And so they went. Sticking 9 horses together side by side, they strode crabwise down the dirt road south south of Stand and through the wilds. It wasn't a long ride before they found themselves in the wee backwater of Dust Glen. Patronizing the local tavern, Ella met one of her fellow country people, a lively lizard-folk bartender who made her a positively sizzling glass of bog water, enjoyed by many of our group. They asked for the location of Cat Cavalier, and that's when she presented herself. As it turns out, Murray and Cat Cavalier had quite a common history, and more than a little bit of rivalry in their days as adventurers, but the hatchet needed to be buried, at least for a time, for the journey ahead, because there wasn't just the mystery of the silver sterling at stake, but evidently a bit of treasure had been locked away in that there castle. And so they went, besting a number of bandits while looking freaking sick, and meeting a plucky young fan of pulp adventure tales in Fyra, who always had fancied herself an up-and-coming adventurer. Cracking the cipher's code, Ayacha, spelled in the most absurd way possible, into the Grand Keep, they found the scene of a long-ago battle. The corpse of the demon of Dust Glen, with the sterling sword still stuck in his chest. A mysterious laboratory where the mage was creating shadow horrors, obituaries of the horror's victims, an evil radiating box labeled Subject Number 1, and a bag of gold. Ella got busy possessing the sword and vanished before everyone's eyes. Fyra and Fess attempted to pull it out, with no luck, until Murray used his impressive strength to wrench it the rest of the way. As the team divvied up their gold in one way or another, Murray's mind began to wander, and that's when he realized a little piece of truth he'd forgotten before, and he stated to the amazement of those all present that he believed he had killed the silver sterling. You're all standing there in the grand castle, once property of the demon of Dust Glen, treasure in hand, some of which Dare is duly owed, and with a stunning revelation from Murray. What do you all do?
Well, I'll be honest when I say I do not know much about the silver sterling. And if you did kill the silver sterling, it was a very long time ago, I'm sure. And there is very little evidence here in the cave. So we can just take our treasure and we can leave.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Grudges do not die that easy. What are you, Asmeridian, what are you saying?
I don't know. I wouldn't. It's this room, and when I held the sword, it just sort of popped in there.
Are you sure you're not feeling Ella? Are you sure it's not Ella that you're feeling?
Can I get out?
Sure.
Because Ella does have murder energy. That's the thing. Ella does a lot of killing, so it's possible you're just feeling Ella energy.
No. Lady Ella has a very different feeling. It's warm, but also tingly. And this is just cold.
Speaking of which, Ella, you're presently inside the silver sterling sword. How's it going? What you up to there, buddy?
Suh, dude.
It's a little cramped. I gotta say. I had a real good reason for haunting this sword that I'm aware of, and will tell you right now. I just wanted to poke around in there, see if it was cursed or special or anything.
Okay, well, great. You know what? From within the sword, roll me an Arcana or History, your choice. And we do have rerolls already, by the way.
Thank goodness. Hey, if anybody wants to give me a reroll as a birthday present, I won't say no, because that was an 8.
Beautiful. Yeah, burn it. You got some just for you also, by the way.
Can I reroll? Okay, I'm going to reroll and use a different die.
You know what? On my notes, I now have 2 sections. I have rerolls and Ella rerolls.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, chat,
Was it worse?
Here's the deal. It's Kaylee's birthday, and she is the worst dice roller in the world.
Statistically.
Honestly.
Truly.
It's
Yeah.
even the laws of totally random numbers cannot explain how poorly Kaylee rolls all the time. So if you have a little money for Kaylee's birthday, please set her up with like 150 rerolls because we're gonna have to get her out of the sword.
We have a whole campaign we
Kaylee,
need to do.
would you like another?
Yeah. So I rolled an 8, and then I did a reroll, and it was a 1. So I would like to reroll.
Look, it'll circle back
Bro.
eventually.
Yeah. This one is too big.
There's literally nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
13, I will take it. It's more
Perfect.
than 10. An Arcana? Oh, that's a -1. 12.
Or history.
Same problem.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, they're both intelligence-based. Great.
Yeah.
So you got a 12. Okay. So for a 12, you're not noticing anything like specifically cursed necessarily. You don't recall any particular lore around that subject, but you do notice there is a presence in the sword that's not entirely your own, as if the sword, this relic of the silver sterling, has a little bit of an energy, a little bit of a presence unto itself. But beyond that, you can't really tell what's there.
Okay.
Would you like to remain in the sword?
No, I think I should leave.
Okay, so
Can
blue
I-
skidoo, we can too, and you.
All you gotta
Pop
do
on
is
out of
roll.
there.
All you gotta do is roll an 18 or higher to get out of the sword.
Hi,
That's all you gotta do.
Oh my God.
That's the rest of the show.
Well, sure. Ella, tell me how you rematerialize in the room with everyone else there.
I think the sword probably, because Murray, you're still holding it, yeah?
Yeah.
So it probably will get some of that Ella energy, the little warm and tingly.
Oh.
And then
Oh.
I will just jump on out and hopefully in a piece of unoccupied space, unless I'm running into somebody.
Roll a d20 for me.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out how unoccupied that is.
Oh God.
A 6.
Would you like a reroll? Chat's giving you like 100.
Yeah, I'd like a reroll, please.
Okay. To be clear, you currently have 11 personal rerolls remaining.
Yeah.
That only
it's
you
not
can
gonna be
use.
enough.
14.
Hey,
Ooh.
okay. You take no grievous injury as you rematerialize in the space, and the sword, Murray, feels ever so slightly lighter in your hands. However, as you do pop back into the material world, that little box that said subject number 1 in the laboratory begins to rumble. You can all hear it shaking on the ground until the lid bursts off and a shadowy, freakish claw emerges and some creature crawls out of it until you realize, oh my God, it's fucking Guy. Just covered
No.
in all kinds of cursed materials. Oh, you guys! I was the first subject, you guys! Oh, I've almost reached the zenith of my power, you guys! Oh, jeez! You slapped him? All right, Murray, roll that damage. With the silver sterling sword, you're going to roll advantage, and it's going to be a +10 to the attack.
It's
Oh,
pure.
snap.
It's pure instinct. It feels like butter to swing this sword.
Or I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay, wait.
Perfectly
You said
balanced.
it's what?
It's an advantage and also a +10 to the attack roll.
Thank you. Ooh, 27.
It's not hard to hit, Guy. So there you go.
Yeah.
Roll that. roll
What's
that
the damage dice on it?
That's gonna be a D12 +10 again.
10.
We gotta sell this sword.
What do you mean sell?
22.
Yeah, so you just cut into this eldritch necrotic guy, and you see a bit like one entire shadow arm just cleave off before you. But somehow he's still standing. Just, oh, you guys! Oh, I can only do this with one arm now. Oh, you guys!
Okay,
Second
guy,
strike.
hold on. Be quiet for a
Oh,
second. This is a very good sword.
I'm not-
I kind of believe that you may have killed the silver sterling.
I'm not going down that easy. Oh, you guys!
But can you?
16.
Do we
Oh, you
think Guy is
you
gonna?
keep at him?
Yeah.
14
Oh,
damage.
okay. So you carve him up just piece
There's
by
too
piece.
much noise.
chopping more bits off of Guy until eventually he begins to dematerialize before your eyes. He says, "Oh, just wait until the penultimate episode of this season. Oh, I'm gonna come back so big and so bad. Oh, it's gonna be great."
Stuff it back in the box. Do we think he's canonically the first subject, or is that just a weird guy thing that he did?
I think it might be a weird guy thing that happened.
All right.
It could be both. I don't know.
If you know what, you're right. It could be both.
I think he's mocking us. And then
How much do you think that sword's worth?
Yeah, about that sword.
Yeah, I drop it.
No, don't drop it.
Chirp picks it up.
Oh, okay.
Listen, how did it feel, sweetheart? Swinging that sword, using that sword. Did it feel
Powerful.
okay?
Tight.
Because when I was in there, I don't think I was alone.
What?
I couldn't really tell, but I didn't really feel like I was alone.
I'm
All
going to
right.
need you to elaborate a ton more if you
I don't know, I
can.
just had
Everybody
this
back
feeling.
up. I'm a monk.
What the fuck does that mean?
Okay.
Ahem.
Cool,
Tink,
dude.
tink, 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 tink.
Ah,
Are you in the sword? Hey,
Shaking
are you in
it.
this?
In the shake
Are
it.
you in the
Is
sword?
he talking
Like
to the
shaking the
sword?
goddamn.
Roll.
Yeah.
Hey, are you in a sword?
Roll
This
me
is what-
Arcana.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Miss Cat Cavalier. This is deeply unprofessional.
this is what he thinks magic
That's
is.
a 19.
So you can also tell there is what appears to be some kind of awareness in the sword, some kind of presence, but it's hard to divine any more than that. The knocking's not helping, though.
There's something in the sword, and it doesn't like when you do this.
No,
I don't like
As-
when you do that.
As you're holding and shaking and knocking and clattering the sword, you feel it begins to actually heat up in your hands until it gets a little bit too hot to handle.
Oh, hot sword.
And you take
hot
2
sword.
points of damage.
I toss it towards Fess. You want it? You
Yeah.
got it.
Ah,
No.
reaction.
Give it to me. Give it to me. I can't get
I'm gonna
burned.
put it under my armpit.
It sizzles under your armpit.
And I toss
Just
it.
give it to me.
I
I
toss it
can't
to
get
Ella.
burned. Y'all.
Oh, that's true. You've got
Wait,
those
can
oven
you
mitt
not?
hands.
No,
Wait,
I have
does that mean
my
I-
hands can't get burned.
Does that mean I only take 1 damage?
Oh, that's true. You are resistant, so only 1
Wait, am
damage
I the
for
only
Chirp.
one that took a normal amount of hot?
But Fess, you took 2 points of armpit damage.
This is so stupid. I cast Cure Wounds on my armpit. Just pull out some aloe
Damn.
vera. Just.
It's a dangerous sword. It
That's-
shouldn't be mocked like this.
Also, I've always said you're a normal amount of hot.
Fyra, by the way, Murray, seems to be puzzling over all this and turns to you, and she says, "Does that mean that the silver sterling is dead then? All this time, they've just been gone?"
I'm afraid so. I only have pieces, but from what I remember, I slayed him.
Okay, but you're a pretty good guy, Murray. So if you slayed the silver sterling, say that 3 times fast, everybody. If you slayed the silver sterling, then you must have had a reason, right?
I
And
don't.
he turned to villainy?
I just remember ending it.
Ending what?
As you all puzzle over the implications of all of this, Ella, you actually notice something in the corner of your eye. Nazik, who's by the way been here the entire time, is gathering some herb. Look, I forgot to mention her once during the last episode. I just never brought her up. She's been around.
It
She's-
has
she's-
to-
look,
We thought maybe she was gift shopping with Bora or something.
Oh
Look, she's
yeah.
processing a lot of trauma right now. But Ella, you notice she's gathering some herbs and scraping some bits of fungus, and there's like she's collecting things from around the room and seems to be like mixing them together.
Can I still communicate with her?
That has worn off.
Okay.
How's Nasik doing with Common, having been around us? Is she super smart, or is this not happening? How
Well,
quickly is it happening?
Ella, you can certainly check out what she's up to.
Yeah, I'll walk over and just tap her on the shoulder and try and be okay.
Well,
I don't know. I don't
So
know what
you-
kind of.
you tap her on the shoulder, and she turns to you, and she points like all the herbs and the bits and stuff that she's gathered together, and she points to your bag and goes like this, like pouring something out, like something like smooth.
Do you need like I'll pull out. Do you need a bowl or a jar?
She makes like a drinking motion.
Do you need some water or some tea? Shh, don't show the tea. That.
Wait, what'd you pull out?
Is that tea?
Oh, shit!
No, it's water.
The T word. Oh, it's just tea. Shit.
Okay. Let me know if you have
water?
any tea.
She points like thumbs up, and she grabs the water and she pours it into this little mulchy mixture that she's preparing. And you see her she holds it in her cups in her hands and says something over it. And looking at you, Ella, she points to her throat, and then she takes the mulch mixture. And what happens next is very just disquieting. But she holds her jaw open and crams the mulch down her throat, almost like she's coating the inside of her throat with this paste mixture, and like just having to hold her breath the entire time, by the way.
Hardcore.
Sweetheart, if you were hungry, I have other stuff.
She waits for a moment, and then she points to you, Ella, and she goes like this, like,
Talk to you? Keep talking? Okay, I'm going to continue to speak common. Do you want other people to speak common?
and you see her, she hawks up this chunk of something, and then
I
sits
catch
back
some of
and
it. It's a reflex.
Oh!
I dodge.
Oh, okay, can you understand me now?
Maybe a,
Oh, thank God. I've been going out of my mind.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Chirp looks at Fess and goes, maybe a slightly less than normal amount of hot.
As Nazik finds her voice, though, we do have a confessional for Dazzle.
Yeah, we do!
I'm
Oh,
so happy.
Remember, all confessionals are canon.
Get ready to clip it so Sage knows what the heck we're talking about later.
Yeah. What are you afraid of?
All of this is super interesting, but What? All of this is super interesting, but, you know, something's been on my mind. I've been having some rough dreams these last few nights. The brand on my shoulder, I haven't felt it in so long, in years, actually, up until what happened outside of Beznos, but it aches now. My mind wanders, and I start to feel it again. Almost like someone's calling to me, like it's pulling me back north. It's pulling me home, and really, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to fight it. I think that before all this is over, there's gonna be a reckoning in the north, and I'm gonna have to go back home.
Yeah, but what are you allergic to?
She gets a real one. I gave her a real one this time.
That's not fair.
However, the next confessional will mostly be allergies and fears.
Thank you.
Meanwhile,
That's how I describe myself. Mostly allergies and fears.
we also have a snack. In fact, I think someone's feeling peckish right now.
Who?
We're about to find out who it is, by the way. Who has a bit of an appetite? Oh, no. You know what, Dare? It's been a long day.
Oh, no.
And Ella's got that bag of treats just sitting right there.
Hungry adventuring makes you, really.
And something's telling you just to reach in there and grab something. Describe to me the treat that you grab. What's it look like?
It's sort of a long, warm pastry kind of thing. But this filling, I can't identify at all.
So
We want a mine.
you
It's
eat
people.
the pastry, and I literally rolled like a 10 flat. So it's not good, not bad. It's just weird. So here's what happens.
Definitely one of mine.
You feel a bit reinvigorated. You feel a bit lively, you know? If you're missing a couple hit points, they're back up. If you're a little exhausted, you feel a bit more awake, but all of a sudden, you have a vivid vision. Somehow, in some way, You know the way, the place, and the time of your own death. You know when it's going to come. It's just in the back of your mind, but you see it. It's not imminent, but it's not that far away either.
No!
And this just haunts you a little bit.
A little.
Fedor is a freaky dude.
What is this, fantasy big fish?
Dare, you all right there, sweetheart? Did you get one of Murray's? Like those are just for texture, not for taste.
Oh, it's.
Are you all right?
It's a weird day.
It is a
Yeah.
weird day.
Is it? That's fair.
I'd give it a 5.
I mean,
Our
Uh,
scales are skewed a little.
That's fair.
Was adventuring always this? Did y'all
Psychedelic?
just see some? Never mind.
Maybe it was just your imagination, but probably not. However, Bora does await in 4 roads. I believe the only matter left here might be the division of the treasure. If I recall, you found a bag with 3,000 gold coins in it. But how do we divvy that up?
Wow, I can't believe we found 2,000 gold coins.
That's so many.
That's so many
Oh,
coins.
y'all found treasure?
Yeah, we found 2,000 gold coins.
Mhm.
So let's split that up evenly amongst all of us.
Hey,
I
are we
want-
keeping that little kid, by the way?
Hey, Fyra.
Yeah? Hey!
Flips him like her a coin. Good first adventure.
Good job.
Oh, I can keep coming along with you guys, right? Though, because we're still adventuring. This isn't over, right?
I don't know. Vince has 7 voices and he's already doing 3.
I hear he's working on a few new ones, and they're coming along great.
She's very plucky.
Look,
She can shadow.
look,
You didn't even notice the other one was here like till 5 minutes ago.
Well, don't you
Wait,
ha-
you guys
have a
didn't notice
home?
me?
I just feel like I don't like to force children into adult goings on. You know what I
I'm
mean?
18.
Oh,
You're 18?
Yeah,
You look like a toddler.
yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it super is. How do you
It's
deal
weird
with
for
it?
you.
I don't recall describing myself that way.
I don't know. I feel like you look maximum 12.
You know, like it would be like if one of the fantasy 3 musketeers came home and found their fantasy toddler in their fantasy closet and they were wearing their big fantasy gloves and
Yeah.
fantasy boots. That's what you look like.
Look, I
That's
might
it.
be young, but I'm an adult woman and a
Mm.
big fan of pulp fiction stories. So I want to be on this adventure and finally see the world the way that I've only seen it through books. I feel that I could be an asset to the team.
Okay,
Sure, first job is to double check the coin count.
Here
Yeah,
I go.
No.
She dives in there. Hold on. I know
Wait.
coins by weight.
hey,
Um,
if you're not toddler sized, how did you dive into those coins fantasy Scrooge McDuck style?
It was just her arm, like just diving in there. And then she hefts the whole bag. She's like, hey, wait a minute. This is exactly 2,999 coins.
Oh, weird. You know what it is birds are bad at math.
oh.
You know what it
hate
is?
that.
I was counting and then I probably saw, I don't know, like
I've heard that about birds.
a piece of string or some straw or some garbage like that. I don't know.
Where?
Well, that's great because that means more gold for everyone. Hey, Fast, isn't that
Hooray.
wonderful?
That's so good for all of us, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm so glad Fyra's coming with us.
I'm just giving Cat Cavalier the stink eye right now. Like, cool. A lot of narc energy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, which one of the new narcs wants to carry the burning sword that hurts?
Oh, I think Alligator's still holding it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
It has seemed to slightly cool off, although, of course, your hands are immune to fire damage, so you're fine either way.
I mean, do you know why the sword is really hot?
I
When you were in
imagine.
there?
No, I know that there's there's something in there. Honestly, if there's anything like super private and or secret, maybe we don't say it around the sword. You know what I mean?
Wow, the number of narcs is growing exponentially.
Yo, I do not feel good in this group.
I thought this was a safe space for criminal activities and
It is
general
not.
adventuring.
We're like
Oh my God, as
half-cops
Anders
Want
now.
my coins? I waited a long time to find a party who would help me
No,
get it.
it's cool. I get it. You should always double count. Listen, let's just head back and get to Bora and figure out what's going on with this sword. And I put my hand on Murray's shoulder and I go, it's okay. If it comes back to you, it comes back to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I know you and I know who you are. And whatever you did, it was right. Okay?
That's very thoughtful, but we don't know that.
I know. You'll find out soon, but I already know. And Chirp walks
Wait,
off,
Chirp,
and he has
Chirp.
a pocket full of stuff, a pocket full of snacks and pills from Murray's pockets.
Wait.
Yeah?
Wait. Mm-mm. And as you hand me just the pills back,
Yeah, not any of the snacks.
no, I just lean in and I go, how do I tell Bora?
You tell Bora exactly the truth. You don't know that it happened. You don't know what happened. You just have a feeling. Bora knows you. He knows you like she knows you like I do. This is going to be fine.
Yeah,
And if it's not, we run, okay?
just the two of us.
We'll probably bring Fess and Dazzle, but the rest of these people are narcs.
It's just in the back, like, I made the cut.
Looking suspicious.
We would all starve without Lady Ella. And then that, yeah, I bring it away.
Yeah.
Come on, Cat Cavalier.
All right.
There's more mystery to unsolve.
Well, you resolve to proceed south out of Dust Glen towards the town of Four Roads, built, as the name implies, at the nexus of four of the main roads leading travelers around the Republic of Traverse Bound. It's a little under a week's ride via horse gestalt.
Are they 4 different roads or just 2 roads crossing for a total of, but is it just like the 2 total roads or 4 total roads crossing?
Okay, so hang on. Yes, there's
Paint me a word picture.
It's a crossroads here. It's a
Okay,
crossroads.
that's only 2 roads though.
Oh, you know what? Let's all just take it easy.
Birds are bad at math.
It depends. It really depends where the road started, right? Because what if like each corner built a road to the middle point? It's kind of like 4 roads.
Do the
Yeah.
names change at the intersection? Is it
They
like where a
definitely
highway
do.
that was going north is going east now?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dare.
What-
You're the one that stepped up and handled this situation.
When did the northern road builder leave and how fast were they going? So we can figure out at what point they met.
Oh no, word problem. Damn it.
As you proceed south, though, in the little under a week's journey, do any of you get up to anything during the ride? Feel free to resolve it now.
I do want to pull Dare off to the side or just roll over to the far edge of the Omni horse at some point.
Is your usual mode of travel?
No, honestly, yeah, weirdly, yeah. Ugh, don't worry about the one in the middle with no legs. It's kind of my favorite at this point. Anyway, just while Murray is over there counting, I think, pills or some sort of seed, what do you know about the silver sterling? Do you think?
I don't know what to think. As Meridian, loath as I am to admit it, was a great hero, but so was the silver sterling. Our paths never crossed, but the tales loomed large. I want to think he must have had a good reason. I thought I knew him pretty well, but who
You
knows?
have a feline's intuition. Uh, I haven't been with this group for very long, but I do love and trust Murray. If there's anything that you think that maybe we should hold back from him, or I don't know, I defer to your wisdom on this. You were
Whoa. I wish I could say I won't be keeping an eye on my
Yeah.
old friend, but I just don't know what to say.
Well, I'm happy you're here, and I collected some of your comics when I was young too. So
Oh,
I just
how
wanted you to know that.
nice.
yeah.
Which was your favorite?
Do you remember the one where you like broke in and stole a bunch of like empty amphora that were shaped like cats, and then you put the bad guys back in the amphora, and they were like little mummies inside? I love that one a lot.
I put one in upside down.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. That's really good.
It does feel good to get the dust of the road going again. I have to believe it'll come out right. Adventures usually do.
Yeah. This is just like that. It'll all work out.
Just don't tell Fyra.
I mean,
I think she needs to know.
she's like 5. I'm not gonna tell her anything.
This is somewhere in the 2 to 30 range. It's so
Yeah, I don't
hard
like
to
it.
tell.
Yeah.
Um, Chirp is teaching Fyra pickpocketing stuff.
Oh no.
And she actually picks it up quite rather fast, as a matter of fact. Having grown up as impoverished as she did, she learned a few things in her youth. The other youth.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, kid, you got a lot of raw skill. It's just a matter of honing it in.
Well, in all the stories, the heroes are always virtuous and they have integrity and honor, and that's kind of the code that I'm trying to live up to.
Sure. And I was told stories like that too, where I grew up. There's a lot of that. And you got to take it for what it is. It's a parable, right? They're supposed to show us what we're trying to be. But you can't be that all the time, and you can't expect other people to be that. Sometimes, if you can do 1 or 2 of those things that you learned a day, you're doing great.
I guess so. Who do you guys steal from?
Everybody, but I can only speak for about half of us. Some of us steal from nobody.
Oh, who steals from nobody?
Me. And I've never seen Fess take anything from anyone, or Murray. But can I tell you something? Keep your eyes.
a ferret.
He didn't mean it. And I'll tell you something else. Keep an eye on Ella and Dare and Bora and the sword. I think they may be trying to pull something over on
I
everybody.
think the sword's up to something.
I think the sword's definitely up to something. But you can trust me and Fess and Dazzle and Murray.
Well, you see, I've been reading Murray's book since I was a littler kid, and he always conducted himself with such propriety. That's the example I want to set for others. I want to be like Asmeridian.
Okay. Can I be 100% honest with you? Not that I
Will
never.
you?
Yeah, not that I've never been 100% honest with you, but can I be 150% honest with you?
Yeah.
If anybody is anything like those books that you read growing up, it's Murray. So if you want to be as close to that as you can, that's who you watch. But if you fall short, don't beat yourself up over it. Okay?
Okay, I'll try. And her eyes they fill with stars and sparkles, and they well up as she's looking at Murray, just like taking him in, like trying her best. She even like sits a bit more like him. Just
Yeah.
oh, he hunches. Okay, hang on.
Okay, well, here's your wallet back, and remember what I told you. Okay?
Hey, has anyone seen? I had like a big ass thing of raisins. Where are my raisins?
You're missing
That's-
your 2-pound bag of raisins.
That's
I got it in
so
bulk
weird.
bag.
No, you had. I remember you had like
It
a
was
bulk
so
bag of
many.
ranges. It was like so many
Yeah.
raisins. That's so weird.
That's
Those are fantasy
so
Costco
weird.
raisins.
Yeah. Kind
Well, I'll tell you.
you.
I'll say this, Fess. There are a couple of elderly people here. Elderly people do enjoy raisins. They like the texture, and if they eat
Oh,
a few of
good
your raisins,
reason.
see?
Not enough texture.
We
Are you
gave Murray.
impugning the honor of raisins? Is this how we fight?
No,
gave-
but I'm more of a Chex Mix kind of guy.
Oh, that makes sense.
We gave Murray a bag of raisins once, and he rolled them in the dirt for 15 minutes before he'd eat them.
Best snack. Best.
Best
Never-
snack.
Never underestimate leaves and gravel.
Look, who hasn't eaten leaves and gravel? Sometimes
Thank
you
you.
get hungry on a trip.
Who
But
among us can
raisins
can claim that we have not eaten of leaves and gravel?
I certainly can't.
I mean, I did like what? All right. Fine. We all love
shortly.
leaves and gravel.
But raisins are perfect on their own, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Chirp plants the raisins on Fyra.
Fyra gets 2 pounds heavier.
Fighter, you look heavy on one side.
You know what? I feel heavy on one side, and like there's something taking up a lot of space in my pocket.
That's your conscience, Fyra. Confess.
And she reaches in, and it's just like handfuls and handfuls of raisins. Oh my god, it was me the whole time! And she begins having an
Very
existential
naughty.
crisis.
Give me a raisin.
And she just gives the raisins to Dare.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. That's fair.
That pun
Well,
was weird.
before long, you arrive in the quaint town of Four Roads. Not a city proper, and evidently not worth putting on the map you all carry, it is nonetheless a vital stopping off point at the center of the 4, although some people say 2, main commercial roads that cut through the heartland of the Republic. It is positively awash in activity, being a center of commerce. Merchants and caravans rest, trade wares, and bring news of far-off territories. All manner of odd and eclectic shops are intermingled amongst the ones you might expect, and the main thoroughfares lined with inns and stables. Shrines or temples to most of the popular gods are present as well. What do you all do here when you arrive?
Now I know it's either 2 or 4 roads, but how many lanes per road?
You know what? They're actually all pretty. They're wide, nearly wide enough for you guys to actually ride the 9 horses straight down them.
Wow.
They got 9-lane roads.
Oh my god.
Nearly. Okay, to be real,
That's
like,
either 2 or 4 9-lane roads.
So look, when you go through like the more hilly areas, you're gonna scrape off a couple horses. I'm not gonna lie to you.
all right.
But like
We
it's
down to like 6 horses.
yeah,
They go.
yeah,
and
just
then they run
grind them
back
up on the walls.
They run back up and stick themselves back on.
It's like those magnet things where you kind of like flop and stick in new ways. Can never straighten them out.
Oh, that's so many more
The Omni,
options.
I picture the Omni horse as being like a solid entity, but it sounds like it's more like buckyballs.
Yeah.
It's really it's highly modular as a matter
Yeah.
I
of
want to
fact.
know more about horse valences.
So upon arriving in town, what do you all immediately do?
I'm not saying I'm looking in the crowd for like tall blue hair, but I'm scanning.
Where are we supposed to meet her?
I think it was a bar.
That sounds
Sort
like us.
of
That definitely
in.
sounds like us.
Murray
I'll say-
like rolls off the horse, but like does the long way. He was at one end and
Going off the other end.
Murray,
Yeah.
Murray.
It's too late. I've already started.
You've rolled over.
Alright.
You've rolled over Fire. You've rolled over Nazi. You're rolling over everyone.
Can you
All right,
give
Murray.
me a push? Thank you.
All right.
And then he's just sort of like running in place and like hyping himself up.
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready for a difficult conversation. I gotta work up the body for emotional work.
And Fess, as Murray does his jumping jacks, roll me a perception check to scan for Bora.
All right.
She is hard to miss.
Yeah.
25.
Wow.
You don't see her.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, as a matter of fact, as you scan the town square, this main thoroughfare, you do see a familiar blue woman waving to you in the crowd. It's Bora!
Oh,
I found Bora.
she's so happy.
I'm a normal amount of happy.
To go with your amount of hot.
And Bora, what do you do?
So Bora has been here for a while and has set up a few appointments and things like that, but is just now happy to see familiar faces. It's been a while, and she'll rush right over to Fess and scoop into a hug.
I had reasons for you when I lost them.
Oh, that's okay. It's the thought that counts.
How are you?
I'm doing better now that you're here.
Oh,
Well, I mean, everyone. I mean,
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Chirp floats down and gives Bora a hug and goes, "Smooth, pal, real smooth."
I will stride up, lift off my dashing hat, make a big flourishing curtsy. Daring riposte, the cat cavalier.
I am Bora. It's a pleasure to meet you. You seem so regal and adventurous.
Oh, more nice young people. You
I
don't
know
How to find them, Murray.
I do. They stick to me like an omni horse.
Bora, may I please present to you our intern, Fyra.
Oh, we
They're an adventuring shadow.
Oh, am I interning? I'm cool with that. No, that's great. It's a great way to earn experience. But is it like a paid internship or?
oh, absolutely.
You literally
Like a
got
raisin?
paid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I got 1 gold so far. A gold a week is great. I can live off of a gold a week. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity more than anything else.
She's undervaluing herself. Hold on. And I go into the
no.
pile and get 2 more gold.
No.
No, what you do? No.
No, don't.
This affects other interns. And I'm only 3 years older than you, so I feel weird about this.
Ugh.
Oh, thank
Also-
you. Oh my god. And the raisins.
Also, Bora, Nazik talks to us now.
It's good to see. Oh, you can.
Oh no, I
understand?
speak fluent common now. You don't need to do the loud thing.
Oh.
It's fine.
Well, it's nice to have this communication. How
It's
are
nice
you?
to finally be able to speak to you. I'm doing a little bit better. It's been a rough, a week or so, discovering that my entire race has been exterminated over 15,000 years ago, and I am the last surviving member of said group in a new world that I don't understand. But just kind of going with it, just trying to vibe a little bit.
I feel like we could have spoken to you at least once last week. I feel a little
know
bad.
what?
I feel a little bad about it now.
I had a lot to
I
process.
was
It's okay.
rude,
It's
yeah.
We had a new guest. I
There was
had
a lot
some
going on.
drama.
Would you like a raisin?
And, frankly, the DM forgot that I existed for a week,
Yeah.
so it's, these things happen. It's all
on
good.
all of us.
Just eat it then.
I'll just eat it then.
Well, I've been trying to work pretty hard here. I brought the letter from Callaway over to the magistrate here, and well, it's hard because we need to be able to prove our worth, and I feel like bringing everyone along would be the best way to do that.
Okay. Well, how do we prove our worth? Did I miss that?
Well, I suppose we could ask the magistrate.
The magistrate is the one who decides. Okay.
I don't want to
magistrate-
talk to government people. You know that.
Well, Chirp, we'll do the talking. That way you don't have to deal with them.
As you resolve, however, to discuss this situation with the retired magistrate, something happens, though. As you've all been joined back together, Bora has now re-entered the party. The spell that Nazik cast has finally fully taken effect, and she's conversing with you all. And the sword is still some odd entity now listening in on your conversation, evidently. All these powers and effects kind of coalesce, creating a little bit of a thinner layer of reality here, a little bit too thin.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden, around you, things begin expanding out from a central point. They begin to get plushy and
No.
soft and
No.
cushiony.
Oh.
And all of you take on a knitted plushie for...
I take it
Why do I always
back.
do this?
I take it back. I'll talk to the magistrate.
And you hear the familiar voice echo,
Oh, you couldn't kill me completely. I'm a god, and I'm here for my vengeance.
No.
Vengeance
Oh.
isn't the answer. Can you giggle one more time?
No.
It's my punishment.
What?
But
How am
you know what?
I?
I have a
involved?
lot of questions, but I
How
don't.
am I
I'm not gonna. Mm-mm.
Oh, Dare, it's because you're associating with them. You're guilty by association. Also, I'm a really big
happens.
fan.
Oh, thank you. I'm the wrong kind of soft right now.
all of you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
We do have rerolls.
I would like a
Okay.
reroll, please.
You may take it. You have a few.
Ooh, Chirp's gonna take one as
I'm
well.
also
You
gonna
may
take
take
one.
Me too.
You may take it. You may take it.
Oh.
Bora got a 19, and I'm sticking with it.
Nice.
That's good.
I'm doing one more. I gotta take one more.
Go for it.
How many do we have left?
Okay, so for the whole group has 5 left. And the
This doesn't feel
Ella
like-
by herself has, I think, 10 remaining.
Beautiful.
That feels fair.
Wow, that's fair.
2 rerolls was the number. I got a 22.
Okay, and then Fess,
10.
do you want to burn a reroll?
No, we don't have that many.
What about an 11?
Do you want a reroll?
Shit, Vess, let's do it. We don't want down to permanently.
Okay.
Come
I
on
also
now.
Use one.
What
Please
about
be better.
another 11?
Ah, shit.
There, do you want a reroll?
15?
You might want to stick with that.
Mine got worse.
Dare, what was your number? An 11?
Yeah.
Do you want a reroll? There's currently 3 non-Ella rerolls remaining.
Can I? Well, I feel like.
You can
could
gift
keep
a reroll
Can
if
I
you'd like.
gift them? Can I
It's
gift
your
them?
birthday. You can gift if you want to.
Oh,
can
Kaylee,
leave
you're
your
gonna
friends
need
behind.
those. Kaylee, you're gonna need those.
But Dare.
I know.
Look, we have 3 non-Ella rerolls left. Do you want to just try those first?
Yeah, I think Dare should take at least one.
Take it.
Dare, go for it. Roll again. Murray, do you also want one?
19.
I've already rolled 3 times. I feel like I feel like Murray's running a little low today. Maybe he just takes it.
Okay, great. So the rest of you have succeeded. You feel the plushy knitted goodness enter your mind, and you try to fight it off, but really, you manage to stave it away. It doesn't quite take hold. However, Murray, oh boy, all that stuffing just gets into your brain and begins padding the inside of your skull with all on your face. With all that plushy
Plushy-wushy goodness.
Oh God, I got older in there.
and you experience a -5 to all stats temporarily.
To the modifier or to the
To the stat.
To
The
the
actual
stat.
stat.
Wait, what? Oh, everything?
All of it, just temporarily. You experience a -5. You are weakened by the plush.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Murray was about to go forward to Bora and then blisses out like he did back at the ferret shop and is just
Oh, Murray, did you take one of your pills on accident?
Oh.
Oh.
Asmeridian?
I think I gave them all back.
Then as
reaches in pockets, all pills are gone.
Uh-oh.
as Murray's reeling, all of a sudden, a familiar shadow darkens the road. But wait, not just one shadow, it's 2.
What?
Oh, hey guys! Oh, jeez! Oh, we're also here! Oh, I'm so knitted and comfy and squishy.
Guys, shoot.
Guy.
Get Give me
Come-
a hug.
come
I'm so
to
squishy.
Papa.
No,
Oh.
absolutely not.
They
come,
both
come,
just
come.
wrap themselves around Murray, and this
No,
is they're
Murray,
all just like plush stuffies
Yeah.
just squeezing and smushing into each other.
What is
I can thread that needle. I pull out my bow.
I can thread that needle, roll it. Oh, Murray, you're gonna love the twins. Oh, the twins are the best version of us yet. Oh, here
I
it
rolled
goes.
so bad. I rolled a 12.
You both
Interesting.
remind me of someone.
Do you want to re-roll, Fess?
Yes, please. I'm so sorry. I don't want to kill Murray.
Do it.
Oh my god, I rolled a 13.
We have one more non-Ella re-roll left.
No.
You
You
better
won't
not.
kill
You
me.
better not
I
kill
can't
Murray.
kill him. Okay.
You won't
better
kill
roll.
Please
me.
help. I'm so sorry. Please just. And then I rolled a 4. What happened? I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 4, you guys. What do I
It's-
do?
It's
You're not
story.
gonna kill me. We have healers in the party.
Wow. Okay, so unless Ella wants to sacrifice a re-roll, that arrow's going.
I mean, take it. Murray, we saved Murray. We should take it, right?
I feel so funny.
Take it, Fess.
What?
Take it. Take one of my rerolls.
Okay. I
Oh,
just.
somehow I'm all plushy, but also still oily. How is this possible? Oh,
There's so
There's
many textures.
Jesus. What are you squeezing? Okay, now I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
What? My
as he
hands
says
are up
that-
high. What?
21.
Would you roll 21? Okay.
Yeah.
The arrow
Mm.
shoots out and just shish kebabs both of the guys. Or they're like stuck together via arrow, but also both still very plush. And so they both stumble backwards, stuffing beginning to come out of the holes. It's like, oh, we're stuck together forever. Oh God, we're best friends. Oh, it's gonna be great, you guys.
You know what? I don't mind leaving guys alive if we can just make them quiet, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how to stop talking. Oh.
Chirp is just sitting with his head in his hands. Chirp just can't. He
I feel
can't.
like this is pulling some attention away from me right now. This is kind of my
Down.
bit.
Raggedy bastard. What do you want?
There is still a little portal where Down is speaking to you from.
I
Like,
want
throw
you
the guys in the portal.
back in my realm.
Throw the guys in the portal.
And Bora's gonna rush over and grab the stitched together guys
Oh,
and just.
jeez! Oh, yeet! Roll a strength check.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Thanks for the visit.
Murray, you good, buddy?
No.
21.
Wow, you hath yoked.
Yeah.
The guys go rocketing through the portal. Oh, team guys blasting off again! And the portal closes behind, withdrawing the stuffing and squish along with it. Murray,
Yeah.
you.
Like if I were to put a number on my mood right now, I'd say like only 2 things I'm good at are in the positives. Everything
with-
else
With the
Definitely.
disappearance,
a negative.
with the disappearance of the influence of Down, you go up to a modest -2 per stat. You're feeling a bit better, but that lethargy, a little bit of that hangover of Down, so to speak, will carry with you.
Gonna roll some raisins in the dirt, and then
Oh, oh.
I don't understand what just happened, but I feel like you need some
What?
raisins.
The fuck is going on?
When
Exactly.
when you turn 100, you'll understand.
Oh,
Oh,
it's in sight.
what a good pebble.
Chirp just hugs Bora. He's like, "Thank you, thank you for getting rid of." Oh my God, it was the worst. That's my nightmare. That's everything I hate at once. Oh Lord.
I can normally forgive things, but just to me, Guy is unforgivable.
Oh no, nothing redeemable about him at all.
Wait a minute. Your bodies change with age?
Oh, does it
Development.
not?
Well, not that much.
No, you look
Crack,
great, Dale.
Oh, I assumed you two were always like this. Why is that?
My
Why
voice
do you do that?
always was.
Well,
Why do we age? A curse of nature.
And legitimately, Nazi seems like just does not get the concept at all.
How old are you outside of your crystalness?
I think I was 2,131.
Damn!
You look great.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
you. Would I
You-
look not great?
At
You would look-
2,000?
You would look dirt.
Unless you're an elf.
Mm.
I don't know that word.
Oh, beings that live a long
So hold on,
time
when
and
do you
look
die?
very pretty.
Well, look, it depends. Everything is organic matter. Okay?
We're
And
starting there.
yeah.
Huh.
That's really far back.
Yeah, and then over the next 7 hours,
Are we all
Chirp-
Stardust, Carl
Chirp-
Sagan?
over the next 7 hours, Chirp explains all matter, like what he knows about matter and decay and
Biology.
entropy.
Days passed. We
Dare
turn to
gets the
weeks to
weirdest
months.
look on her
Empires
face.
rise and fall.
Yeah.
Oh no, and Dare's still thinking.
Time
Every
lapse.
time you're
Time
talking
lapse
about
of
mortality.
flowers.
Oh no, Dare
Oh
knows her own death.
no!
Time lapses of flowers blooming and then fading, and like, and you know, like that thing that you see in science with the wolf head that like died, and then there are ants on it, and just all of that is happening. It's
Well, so
real
my people-
Koyaanisqatsi moment.
My people, we choose when we pass on. Like we, it's considered an honor because you've earned yourself a death. But besides that, we just live. We keep living until we choose not to.
Even if someone like
Oh no, we can. If you stab me, I'm going to die. I'm not gonna like
Oh.
it.
okay.
Chirp puts away his dagger. I was like, I didn't know that was.
Just a test.
I just thought. I didn't know it was gonna hurt.
Oh, it's okay. No, I'm. Right, look, we're both learning a lot of things right now
We
about
sure
each
are.
other. It's wow.
Yeah, it's wow, right?
Wow.
It's real wow.
The only word I can. Common does not have a lot of words actually to use. But it's wow.
A fair
I just
criticism.
make some up sometimes.
Mm.
And then sometimes they unlock magical caves for some reason.
Hey, I was.
What a time to be
popular.
alive.
What a time to be alive.
Was there a magistrate?
Yes,
Yeah, I was
we
gonna
can
say.
go.
Say, do we want to go talk to some
The,
guy?
the
Yeah.
former magistrate Oleg Johnson. Yes, and Jum Hansen.
I heard you're Hansen.
Did you say Jim? Did you say Jim Henson?
It's Jim
That's what I
Henson.
heard.
Mhm.
Are we
Well,
going
you
to
know,
see Jim
whatever Bora
Henson?
says is canon because she was the first one to say it.
Oh
Yep.
no, Jorn Hansen. Oleg Jorn Hansen.
Lord
Oh, that's
Hansen.
It's
Oh, come on. You pronounce Elvish names and that you have trouble with?
Okay, can I be honest?
Hmm.
Sometimes the shape of my beak makes things real weird, and I never know what it's gonna be.
It's true. Eric Oker have no lips. Why am I still talking as Nazik? I don't know why she would comment on this.
No.
I'm learning a lot
know.
about Eric Okra.
You know what's cool, though? For some reason, I have like a descendant accent from your people, so that's pretty exciting for
Oh,
me.
you and I do have a similar accent.
Kinda
yes.
cool.
It's, you know what? It's cultures
it.
persist through time. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, it's fascinating.
we're basically the same.
Yeah, you
Trade
remember
away our
hour
accents as soon as we
4 of
get
my
here.
TED talk? I was talking about how cultures persist through time.
I have
And
notes
this
about
is-
that part. I liked it.
This is the magistrate's house. We're here.
Yes,
Maybe
well,
actually
He's
spit
gone
take it, I'm
1
mad at
week and
you.
he is not vibing with us anymore.
you were walking and talking to just a bit towards the further edge of town, and you do find indeed a quaint flat amidst a number of other residences, and the name Johansson is carved in the door.
Jorgensen.
It sounds like you have a mouthful of water. What do you all do? Oh, you're all just,
Yeah,
knocking
we-
away?
Yeah, Bora, do you want to take lead on the?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
just
go
to be-
ahead.
Just to double check with Vince as the DM, Bora has met with Oleg already.
You've spoken with him at length, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Bora will walk up and do. I feel like there is actually a coded knock.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
That
Uh,
makes sense why mine wasn't working. I'm gonna stop now.
and Oleg is. She starts to do the knock and turns to everybody and says, "Well, this is a former magistrate who is a friend of the silver sterling. And, well, he's blind, and so this is a way to communicate without having to open the door.
Oh, there's a conversation we should have had before we got here.
Ah.
But
And
you
as
guys
you-
were all talking about the other thing.
Oy, oops.
As you knock on the door, you do hear a shuffling inside and a faint kind of mumbled, just a moment. As
Oh, Lord.
It's a you, Mario.
listen, the voice is gonna change like 6 times while I do it, so just
Love
bear
it.
with me.
Workshop it, baby. Let's find it. Let's find it.
And you do hear someone kind of shuffle up towards the door, and you hear,
Who is it?
It's Bora. I've brought my friends.
Now he sounds kind of like a Nordic down, and I don't know if I want to deal with that.
Oh, Bora, it's good to have you back. Let me get the door open for you. Hang on.
Thank you.
and you hear the unlocking of many dozens of latches and locks and what have you, and the door does indeed swing open, and all of you are staring down a little tiny old man, hunched over and walking with a cane. He wears a plush velvet robe and loafers, a loosely knitted beanie keeping his bald head warm. His eyes are a little bit white and opaque. And by the way he regards you, you can indeed tell he cannot see any of you.
Yes, hello. It's good. Come inside, everyone. Come in.
And then, in a gesture that seems very familiar, Bora strides over and places his hand on her face.
Wonderful. And yes, he feels your face and regards it for a moment.
So, oh, indeed. Oh, Bora, you have the most distinctive cheekbones I've ever felt. Oh, I could cut my thumb on those. Oh,
She does have really good cheekbones.
Careful.
come, please, come in, everyone. Let me pour you some tea.
Yes, I'd love to have some tea. Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
Oh, no.
And there is a
That
pot of
sounds nice.
something on the oven.
Don't worry, I'll get that for you, Lawrenson.
That's why it's so. Oh, it's been so long since I've heard someone to pronounce my name right. Wow, finally, just like in the old country.
Yes, well, I have traveled quite a bit. Look. Are you sure you put tea on? There isn't any in the pot.
Oh, this old brain. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have forgotten. Hang on. Oh,
And you hear the cracking of like 1,000 joints as he gets up. Just and goes over.
Spoiled
I
in
say in
years.
Aarakocra to Chirp, like, why are we're outnumbered by old people now? What is happening?
I look at Fess and I'm like, you listen to me. This world is old people and narcs all the way down.
All the way.
All the way down.
Wild.
Oh my god.
okay. I've got the pot boiling.
Like,
Now, it sounds to me and smells a bit to me as well like the gang is all here. What? Oh, hold on. I need to sit. All right. There we go. Once I'm sitting, I'm not getting up again. My hips lock. I'm going to be here for a couple of days.
Do you need any joint oil? We've got a lot of holes.
Oh, I could really go for some joint oil right now.
we forgot to degrease the guys before we threw them.
Oh, it's still a little on my hand.
Oh yeah, just kind of emulsify that. Use that.
Are you just like
Are you
rubbing
massaging
leg down?
his hips?
I don't want to do that.
I mean, you can. He's like
Hey, it's all good with me.
Yeah, I could do like a lay on hands.
I grew up in the 60s. It was a wild decade.
That would
All
have been
the
just the
psychedelic
60s.
reinventions that followed the popes really
Yeah.
left an impression.
Yeah. That was literally the year 60 through 69.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, you wanted to know about the silver sterling. Is that right?
Yeah, I as was described in the letter, my parents used to adventure with the silver sterling. And since you were a friend, I thought you might be able to tell us some more.
Now, you forgive my memory, but I've someone of your stature. I I don't recall any compatriots of the Sterling like you.
Oh, right. Well, my parents are adoptive. You may remember them, Harold and Belinda Farfoot.
Oh my God, the gnomes?
Yeah.
Oh, you were. Hold on. I'm going to pause all of the silver sterling stuff for a second here.
Yeah.
You were raised by gnomes?
Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome.
Right? I
Right?
think so,
Gnomes
too.
rule, right?
Okay, hold on though. Like, how? Because you're like 7 feet tall, or at least. What? How? Their homes are tiny, aren't they? Like, how do you do that?
It's amazing what they can accommodate when you have needs.
Oh my God. Like, 5th grade for you must have been just fucking wild. Okay, anyway.
It was an adventure.
About the silver sterling.
Yeah.
Listen, as I'm sure you know, a lot of people have approached me over the years to find the silver sterling. They want to know, where did he live? Where did he do his work? Who was he? Frankly, most of that I don't know for sure. I helped the guy out when I could. I had traveled with him once in a while, and yes, I might know the location of where he lived, but if I give you that information, how do I know you're not going to use it for nefarious or self-serving purposes?
Well, Chirp looks at Ella and kind of goes, and Mr. Lawrence and the
Oh, I
thing."
love hearing my name.
Oh, so is it still hot, the sword?
Oh,
Or
no,
has
it's
it
pretty
cooled off?
chill.
Okay.
Just vibing.
Okay, cool. Oh, sir, yes, we have this sword. And I'll just give over
Sword
Oh.
so
give
wavy.
it to him.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that cold metal. It's been so long since I've felt this. The S? Yes. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, it's unmistakable. Where did you find this?
In a cavern. How do you like to be introduced? I'm Asmeridian.
Oh, you know what? I thought there was something familiar about you. You're Asmeridian, the adventurer.
Yes.
Oh, I knew your smeller from somewhere. I am a big fan of your stories. They were read to me many times, even when I had the vision. I don't know. I just like people reading stories to me.
He's such a huge fan. You turned him French.
Listen, my voice changed a little bit when I get excited. What can I say?
Oh,
I'm very pleased to meet you, Asmoredi.
You like old adventurers, you say?
Well, some of them.
Do you ever happen to pick up a spare issue of, nearly as famous as Asmeridian, like almost like real close, like neck and neck? There was the Cat Cavalier.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. And
careful! You're newly oiled.
He gets up. He gets up gingerly from the sofa and strides over to like a little sorting rack of various folders and shuffles through them.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 3, 4. Oh, here we go.
And he pulls out a mint edition, issue number 6, Cat Cavalier, still in the plastic.
Oh, yes. I consider myself an avid collector. You know what? The silver sterling actually spoke about you once or twice.
Just once or twice.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how about that?
What did he say? Not that I'm not invested, because I was a great hero and it's fine.
Well, he thought that he put a lot of trust in you with the cipher for the castle, where you no doubt found that sword. He might have had the mixed feelings about going into there, but he did speak highly of you as an adventurer.
Probably not the kind of person who would just come back and loot it if he never returned, though, right?
It's been a very. There I go again. It's been a very long time.
Oh!
It's been a very long time.
Jorn Hansen.
This is not the Swedish accent. I'm not. Let's be clear about this right now.
Lurlensen.
There
I
you
think
go.
I realized he left it with me on purpose, and I'm glad I definitely did not betray that trust.
Wait,
No.
Dare, you knew the silver sterling?
Not well. I got a message explaining the mission. It was a long time ago in our adventuring days.
This is all so tied up in the silver sterling. That's what I set out to find. My parents, when I went out to adventure, pointed me towards finding the silver sterling, and I ended up at a retirement home, thinking that maybe the retired adventurer had ended up there. I got dragged along on a different adventure, and I'm happy I did. But I can't help but think that I was destined to figure this out.
Bora, can I speak outside with you privately?
Oh,
Everyone jumps back.
now? Okay.
Yeah, yes, it is private.
I'm gonna go make some tea.
Yeah, make some tea.
Oh, wait, I put the pot on to boil already. Is it
Oh, don't worry. I don't think you did, but don't worry. She's got it.
Oh, that sounded like me.
But what does sound like you, though?
Yeah.
If we had to pin it down.
Nobody's really sure. Murray, I believe you step outside with Bora.
Yes. I need to say something to you that might break your heart a little bit, and it's really difficult, but I should just be a good hero and tell you the truth. I had a memory at the castle when I touched the sword.
Oh,
Do-
something about the sterling?
Yes.
That's fantastic, Murray. Well, we have a new clue. We have a new lead to go down. Maybe you knew him.
I think that I did.
This is great news. We should tell everybody.
They already know, Bora, because the memory I remembered was the memory of me destroying the silver sterling.
Destroying?
I believe that I killed him, Bora.
When? When?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the only memory I can think of. And I don't know how either. I just feel it.
And Bora reaches down and you can see her pull out this pouch that's been on her belt. And normally you could tell that it would contain like nuts or berries or a snack. And she doesn't open it. She just holds the pouch and stares at it.
I'm so sorry, Bora. I know that it's very important to you to find this person.
Murray, I had to make a lot of excuses for your behavior in the past. This is too much. This is all that I wanted to do. And you took that from me.
I know I don't have an excuse. I didn't know I took something from you until now. And I'm owning up to it. And if you want me to leave, I understand. I have caused a great disservice to our team. And I will also stay if you want me to right my wrongs.
Murray, as Meridian, I need you. We need you We have all done things in our past, and you are exhibiting remorse, and you want to move forward. I want to be able to give you that, but it's going to be tough. We don't have a lead anymore. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't either.
Can you remember anything about how or why?
Let me try.
Do you wish to roll to remember?
Yes.
Roll me a history, and let's see what you can dig up.
8.
Take one of my rerolls.
Oh, there's more group rerolls.
Oh god.
Okay. 12.
Okay. You rack your brain, and as opposed to your ordinary, perhaps age-related forgetfulness, there seems to be something just a little bit more here. Something, a force that does not want you to remember this. Something occluding that part of your history, of your life. You remember a cavern, somewhere you don't know for sure you've ever been. You remember a debate, a conversation, the feelings that came with it of guilt and regret, the vengeance you sought and the sorrow you hoped to remedy, but that, for all the work you did and all the sacrifices you made, never got better. You remember the choice you finally resolved yourself to make. And you do remember, even if faintly, the night that you ended the silver sterling.
Okay. It's still fuzzy, but there's some stuff, Bora. There is. There was a conversation, and a lot of pain is mostly the thing I can remember. And vengeance and sadness. And I do remember ending it.
And on that, let's take a very short break. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere or down will find you. And remember, he has 2 guys now.
No!
Don't go anywhere.
And welcome back, everyone. Where we left off, Murray and Bora were having a bit of a tense conversation outside of Oleg's house. Bora, was there anything you wanted to say to Murray at the end there?
I have lost my train of thought, if I did.
Bora's going through a lot right now.
Bora's going through
That's
a lot.
understandable. Back inside the house, however, Oleg has spent this entire time getting back into his chair. And he finally sits back.
Oh. Well, if it turns out that you have the sword, then I suppose I might be able to get you into his house.
Magistrate Lurlson,
Ah.
do you know, we think the Sterling might no longer be alive. Do you have any knowledge about his whereabouts or...
Sterling not being alive. Oh, well. It would, let me just say, it would surprise me quite a bit if it turned out the Sterling was no longer with us.
Okay.
What?
When was the last time you saw the Sterling?
It's been a really long time.
Okay. So you see how those two answers sort of conflict.
You keep saying C, and I think it's kind of rude.
It's a bit of like.
Only if you draw attention to it. Otherwise, it's a normal thing to start a sentence with.
It might have been like a 70 years.
Oh. So you could intuit how he could be dead, right?
No, well, you see, the silver sterling is not like other people. Okay, he's a bit different, so to speak. I should say they are a bit different, but that's not my place to explain.
Okay.
So few of us kept the secret identities. I always thought it was a strange choice.
Yes, I mean, some adventurers choose to adventure under their own name, like Asmeridian outside. Oh, I've got so many of his comics. But some like to go with the hero name, like a Cat Cavalier, or
Yes!
the Janky Bandit, or or Frank the Fry Cook.
Now I remember the Janky Bandit mostly being you would read a Cat Cavalier or you would read an Asmeridian, and then in the back there would be a 3-pager of the Janky Bandit, and it would be kind of like you could tell they thought they were writing a joke, but you didn't know what generation they were
sometimes
writing
your
a joke
adventure
for.
Ends
Yeah.
a little sooner than you expect, and you've just got some space that you've already agreed to fill because the people who you
Sure.
Commissioned the scrolls from,
And maybe
would
you've
just have
got
already planned out that length, you know.
Yeah,
and the
and-
Janky Bandit was always good for a villain.
And maybe you've got a couple artists who are up and coming, and you want to try them out. It's great. Try them out on Janky Bandit.
Exactly.
But then there was the whole plagiarism scandal, of course, where it turns out that the Janky Bandit was just lifting stories from the independent freelancers who didn't have enough money to publish their own stories, and it was a tough time for the pulps.
You can see why I never got into it.
Anyway, we should probably get to this Silver Sterling's house. I don't have any bones left.
From the outside. Oh, I think your friend is getting up. We should probably go back in.
It does sound like that. Let's go.
Small rocket ship was taking off.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. Everybody out of the house. Oh, you'll have to tell me when you leave. I don't know.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh, what? Oh, you're all behind me. Oh, shit. All right.
Bora, Murray, you are back and everything is cool, I assume. And what we're doing now is Magistrate Lernson is going to take us
music to my ears.
to the last known home of the Silver Sterling.
And Bora will just look at Murray.
Good. Another clue, Bora. We're gonna find out what happened. We're gonna find out why.
And we're all gonna be friends. And everything is cool and copacetic because we all know each other and we all trust each other, even though about 40% of us are narcs. And I wink at Fyra.
Who, speaking of whom, by the way, is like, Fire is so fucking pumped. Like, she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We're gonna go to his house where he lived.
I should warn you, most of the old lairs are not as nice as we had them look in our various magazines. You know, we might have spruced them up a little for the public imagination.
Oh, I mean, there's, some artistic embellishment. It makes sense. You want splashy, but look,
People
okay.
want to think you have a window shaped with cat ears, but those are very expensive, you know?
Not practical. You're gonna get water leaks.
I mean, for what it's worth, I kind of assumed that Cat Cavalier might not have had the budget for leaded glass, but it looked really nice in the comics.
I appreciate that. We didn't print any of the letters complaining about the glass inaccuracies, but trust me.
Did a lot of people write in about that?
You would be surprised! A lot of glass aficionados apparently reading the pulps back in the day.
Well, I think your mistake was probably putting in a full-page ad in Stained Glass Monthly. I don't think that would have flown well with them.
Remember when we talked about the marketing, it was a struggle trying to increase your footprint when certain heroes kept maybe being very slightly ahead of you up the hill.
You could just pretend your dwelling was fancy. I bought a vacation home. No one told me I could fake it.
I look at Fess and I say, listen, if somebody ever does a comic book of me, I want them to draw me real tall, like 5'1".
Oh my God, you'd be so
Yeah.
statuesque.
I know, right?
Wait, hold on. Make a comic, damn it!
No, it's not for me. It's not for me.
I don't believe you.
And Fyra turns around. She grabs a paper pad that she has in her bag, and she flips a few pages, and she shows you, Chirp. Apparently, she's been doing like drawings of all of you during the trip over, and it's like really fucking good too. It captures you like in this enigmatic profile, just in pencil.
The draftsmanship is amazing.
Oh.
You have a real confidence with your line.
Yeah, I just,
Any sequentials?
what?
The pinups are great, but you need to show that you can do storytelling over space. No,
Oh,
but you're on
yeah.
a great foundation.
Listen,
my
we
God.
all learn to draw by drawing heroes in heroic poses. They need to know that you can draw a hero like filling out tax forms and like
Well,
going to the bank.
I drew what you guys did to that really oily person.
Ooh, I do
I'd
want
rather-
to see that.
No, it's too soon. It's too soon, kid.
Oh,
Oh, I
Too
liked it.
soon.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, Murray and
It's
Fest just staring at it like,
Yeah.
and you guys realize as you're talking that Oleg has like walked down the block, and he's
Uh-oh.
like he's
Fair.
talking, assuming that you're around him.
Oh
He
my
goes
God,
so slow. He's
we're
still in
getting-
earshot.
Okay, here we go. This used to be a gas station. I know where we're at now. We turn a right here.
Fantasy gas.
fantasy gas.
And he leads you very wobbly down the various lanes and alleys of the town, slowly working his way to the outskirts.
Can I offer him an elbow if he would like it?
Oh, thank you, young one. I appreciate it.
Me, young.
Oh, holy shit, you're strong. Oh, this is like a chiseled marble. You're like a statue over here. Oh my God.
No, thank you. I grunt in appreciation.
What's that sound like?
I'd like to think Murray actually says that sentence.
I did. That's the thing. I did. That's what I would have said.
I like to think Murray says, I grunt in appreciation.
Yes.
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Oleg turns a corner down an alley and, checking over his shoulder for reasons no one is entirely sure, feels around for a loose brick on the wall. He eventually finds it and wiggles it out.
Oh, sounds like me. All right. Now, the Sterling always used his sword to unlock the base. But I, for the life of me, have no clue how he did it. It was sort of a lock and a key situation.
Chirp grabs the sword and starts shaking it and
No.
knocking on it and
Not
goes, open the door! Open the
deals-
door,
Wait,
dummy!
It deals 2 points of damage already halved.
Give
Sweetheart,
back.
sweetheart, wait, don't touch it. It's hot. Murray,
It doesn't.
I'm also resistant to fire.
Yeah, Murray doesn't seem like he's affected by it. It doesn't seem to burn him
Okay.
much.
Hey, Bora, are you resistant to hot?
No, I fell for you.
Oh.
Nazik does like a retching motion. Ah.
I will fucking kill you! You don't ruin this for me!
Murray is slightly taken out of his stupor to just pretend, lay the blade on his hand and go.
Chirp looks at Nasik and goes, all right, they're picking up the slang. You understood that.
And then Fire goes,
Oh, a romance arc.
Oh no.
There you go. There you go. Draw from life. Draw from life. It's the best way to learn.
And
And
then over to Asmodian. So
kiss.
those two.
Oh yeah, it's been building for a couple episodes now.
couple episodes.
That's nice.
It's really nice to have romance in the group. It adds nice levity.
Yeah,
And
God knows we were far too serious before.
Too serious. So many
Speaking of a
old
levity,
people.
I'm not gonna be able to stay standing much longer.
Okay. Well, you moved a brick, right?
Yeah, there's a hole in there or something. I always saw the Starling just do something with a sword, and it open.
Oh,
Try knocking on it.
yeah.
With the sound.
Yeah. Sound effects help me remind my brain what to do.
And so, what are you doing specifically, Murray, with the sword there?
Well, it seems like a lock and key situation with a sword and a keyhole. So I'm seeing what happens after the sword is inserted in the keyhole.
Hey, look, the Occam's razor, man. This is the best way to go about it. Yeah, you just stuff that sword in there, and you feel it just latch. Shut up, Xander.
Okay.
It's always literally I go through every session every week, and I'm really only watching Xander's face the entire night.
Don't do that.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
Oh, is this where we tell Xander that we all stare unblinkingly at Xander throughout the session?
I want you to know
Expressive.
that
I
like
love
there's
how
a
expressive you are.
I can't handle that.
Yeah, but the sword just kind of notches into place, and you feel a click and a little bit of a buzzing energy from the sword. And what happens before you is the wall, the bricks themselves begin to peel away, gradually condensing and retracting to reveal a doorway and a door behind it. What do you all do?
What happens to like the sword? Does it fall out or is it inserted?
Are you still holding it, Murray?
Yeah.
So it's just like it's now just hovering in the air before you. Like you're holding it in the air.
Does it have give?
Oh no, like the wall has peeled away, so now there's just an empty doorway in front of you with a door at the end of it.
Are we going to go in?
I think
No,
that's
let's not go in.
Shut up,
I'm
Chirp.
already making for the doorway.
Great.
I'm
Dare,
gonna
do
cast
you,
alarm on the door like frame area.
Nice. Okay. And do you want that to be audible or just like telepathic?
Just telepathic.
Okay. Awesome. And then Dare, you're trying the handle.
Yep, I'm gonna get right in there.
200 points of damage.
No,
No, Dare, the door just swings open gently. And inside, there is a quaint flat, but the layers of dust reveal it hasn't been touched in decades. Food molds in the larder and on the table, and a single empty teacup sits on the dining room table.
Chirp runs to the teacup.
What?
Chirp runs to the teacup.
There's a bit of residue on the bottom.
Ew.
It's mostly
it's
dust.
old. Oh, it's old. It's old. I'm gonna finish it.
The room is
Hurt.
lightly furnished. You know what? No, fuck it. Roll a con save.
Yeah, sure.
No.
I might have to roll a con save for Xander.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Teal, keep and keep
Let's
and
talk
keep.
about rerolls.
There's
Getting to see
four-
what you roll, Chirp, is just fun.
There's 4 left for the whole party and about 10 remaining for Kaylee.
All right, I'm gonna do one.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
12.
God.
I'll take a 12.
Okay, you do survive the dust cup.
Thank you.
The room, however, is lightly furnished with room for sitting, a drawing table, storage, and a small bed. Most notably, however, is a large circle of glass at the other end of the room mounted in brass fittings. There's something peculiar about it. It looks like a sort of magnifying glass or a protective lens, but it's about the size of a dinner plate and very firmly mounted on a pedestal. Brass dials decorate the plinth, and all of you notice that while you'd expect the glass to simply show a view of the wall behind it, it instead shows something else, not of this room, this space at all, but it's fuzzy, out of focus, and indistinct. What do you do?
Too many plinths.
Never a good time.
Too many plinths?
Bora, do you want to find out? I feel like you should continue your journey.
Do you
Yeah,
think-
you're the most gnome out of all of us. You could probably use a gadget.
A little racist, but all right.
I could.
That's what gnomes do. Look, birds fly, gnomes tinker. What's up?
I want that on a T-shirt. Birds fly, gnomes
Gnomes
tinker.
tinker.
What's up?
Bora will go forward and sort of touch and adjust this plinth. Moving it, does it seem like the lens focuses or anything?
Moving the lens, you do see that it changes the view slightly, but doesn't bring it into focus. However, there are various dials and knobs at the base of the glass that you could tinker with.
Bora's going to take a look at this and actually turn towards Dazzle. Dazzle, this looks a little fey, maybe? Or portal-like. Does this look like anything you could identify?
Wow. And Dazzle, who's been here the whole time,
Right.
just for, it's been a tough go. She's obviously in physical pain right now. There's a lot going on in her mind as well. But she does.
Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I'd like to know more.
Are you asking her directly?
Yeah, she's one of my oldest friends. I'd like to ask Dazzle if everything's okay.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter because we have a confessional for Dazzle right now.
What are your
Oh my
fears?
God.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So, I've never told anyone this, but as a kid, I was afraid of the dark until I was 17 years old. And even now, I still need to sleep with a little night fairy firelight, a little dancing light, just so I can actually fall asleep. Also, I try and, act tough, but I have several troubling dietary allergies.
Yes. Here we go.
I can only use artificial salt substitutes. Anything with papaya in it gets me all hivey. Like it's not like scratchy throat, but like I break out in these welts everywhere. And then here's the weird thing. Okay, so like I'm not like lactose intolerant, but if I have a little bit of like not cheese is fine, but milk, it's just, you know what? It gives me some of those tummy troubles, and I've been, I try to keep it to myself, but if, like, there's a little bit of dairy in something, it's just gonna cause a scene. Like a moment in the episode where we have to confront that fact. But thankfully, it's never come up before now.
This might be the first time I'm taking a note.
Also, I'm troubled about my father's cult and the fact that I'm going to be sacrificed.
Yeah. But I'm glad we got to the dietary allergies.
Fears and allergies.
Yeah.
However, whoever, as if she was saying all this out loud. That said, I don't think this is anything Fae. It doesn't look familiar to me. I'm not like an expert in Fae stuff. I just have a patron. But no, I'm not familiar with it, Bora. I'm sorry.
Ella, you're the next most magic. Anything?
I don't think so. I mean, I'll take I'm happy to take a closer look, and I'm actually gonna look over to Nazik too and be like, this isn't any kind of familiar magic for you, is it? Not from
Your time.
Ew.
Whoa, she picks up
Wow.
fast.
And she is going to walk over to the device and looking at this kind of clockwork contraption, which looks a lot like what the predecessors deal with. Like, this is very much the kind of stuff you find in their ruins as well.
Good call, Ella.
She does, respectable. She does tinker around with it and say, yes, so the dials here on the right side are going to bring the image more into focus. But specifically, I should clarify, this would be called a preteritum. And what it does is it stores memories. It stores events as they happened. If you'd like to record them or perhaps pass them on to another, you can kind of show people things you experienced without having to relate the story verbally. And they also tend to be a lot more accurate than oral histories as well.
So we could use this?
Whoa.
Yes, if you want to sharpen the image, you will be able to witness the event that it contains.
So this
Imagine
is
telling our stories with like moving images instead of turning the. I need.
Let me tell you something. Comics are always going to be the dominant medium.
I mean, I hear you,
Nothing's-
but oral traditions are important. They impart culture and like connectivity. Sorry,
No.
I want to see
Fire
the
a-
memories.
Fire jumps and says, "Oh wait, I have something for this." And she reaches in her bag and she grabs like a thick stack of paper and goes, and it's a flip book that she was working on.
What does it do? What does it do?
It's just Murray dancing like this.
Oh,
Oh,
You do have those moves, though.
I do.
You
my
do.
my hips don't need to be oiled. These are all good.
So does this pterodon have a specific memory from a specific person, or do you plug it into somebody's ears or something?
Well, that's probably been loaded up with a number of memories already. I mean, you can see one in the glass right now.
Like
What?
a fantasy viewmaster.
Can we all watch, or does you have to? Yeah, like one person.
Oh
view?
no, you're all going to love this. Yeah, turn the dial, see what happens.
Okay.
And you bring the image into focus.
That's
Adjusting the
cool.
dials, the image begins to come into view. Feels almost as if it's getting closer, sharper, brighter. You can even hear
Harder,
it now.
faster, stronger.
Until all of you are drawn into the memory.
Right before it happens, Murray instinctively grabs Dare's hand.
Blue skid do, we can too.
I thought you were gonna say grabs the sword. Get the sword, Murray.
Oh no, I have the sword
Okay,
on me.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Your vision clears, and you're in the wilds somewhere. All of you are aware of yourselves, but feel as though you are spectators in the events unfolding before you, almost like watching a play. You are not participating, but watching something that takes place. However, Xander, Gina, you are playing the roles of Belinda and Harold Farfoot, respectively, Bora's adoptive parents. And right now, you know just a few things. It's
Gnomes.
dark, the forests are alive, and you are being pursued. What do you do?
Harold, you need to keep up. You're dragging your feet again.
Sorry, but Belinda, your tuckus look so cute back here.
Okay, all right. This is not the time.
It's the perfect time. We're in danger, sweetie. You look gorgeous.
And she's going to use some of her scouting techniques, Belinda is, to try to find like a lead or a trail.
Great, roll me a survival check.
Yeah. Ooh, a dirty 20.
Wow, yes. So you definitely you're in the dense wilds right now. This is off any beaten trail or road. In fact, you were chased off the roads by this creature, but there is a path before you that you think might lead to a clearing and more clarity as to where to go next.
This way. Come on, follow me.
I'm
shit.
following Bee.
Bee. Great strides of an unnatural beast churn the earth behind you. Its snarls echo off the forest around you, and its presence casts a chill into an otherwise warm night. You run further and further and find yourselves in a clearing but cornered against a cliff face too vertical to scale. That is when you see it, the horror. Darkness and ick swirling, revealing the form of a dire creature, great red eyes and unnaturally bright white fangs dripping with shadows that sizzle as they touch the ground. You've seen these very same beasts cut down friends, destroying nearly your entire caravan. What do you do?
I step
Harold.
in front.
Harold, this is our chance. And Belinda will draw a small dagger from her cloak, and it starts to emanate just a little bit of a purple aura.
Ooh. Do you try to attack the creature?
I think right now she's going to stay behind Harold.
All right.
Harold starts, he unclips a rope and is slowly wrapping it, and then looks at you like this was the plan.
And then with a nod, it's just go.
Go. And then, we run on opposite sides and with the intention to rope the legs to knock this thing prone.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Harold, roll me a strength check to get that out there. And then Belinda, what's your plan?
Belinda's moving quickly alongside the rope, and as soon as it gets tangled up, she's gonna go in for the kill with the dagger to the head.
Gnomes are so cool.
Am I adding anything to this roll, or is it a flat roll?
Yeah, you can add like that. I think like a +3, +4 makes sense for this.
Okay.
You're strapping. You've been
18.
traveling a lot. 18. Oh, nice! Okay, great. So indeed, the rope does tangle around the creature's feet, briefly ensnaring it. And then Belinda, you're trying to go in for attack, right?
Yeah, Belinda is just a swoop of this like dark purple cape that blends into the night, but you can see there's like a little bit of red hair that peeks out as she moves forward with this dagger.
Roll the attack.
I rolled a 16 on the die.
Nice. That'll be enough. That's
Okay.
plenty. And so, yeah, you get that dagger into the shadow beast's flesh, but you feel almost a bit of a response. The flesh almost bites back, and you feel it searing into your flesh as you take 3 points of damage into that little gnome fist of yours. However, as this battle, not going terribly well, but not horribly for the gnomes, is unfolding, the rest of you, which includes Bora and Murray, by the way, are watching all this unfold, and you feel a hand on your shoulder. An oily hand.
Oh.
What?
Oh, you guys! This is amazing! Oh, God, I love backstory so much! I just want to be a part of it! Look, I'm giving up the whole life of crime! I'm giving up the whole villain arc! I just want to be part of the team again! Oh, don't you just miss our adventures? Oh, we were the best! Oh, the best heroes ever! Why do I always touch myself like this when I'm here? I feel like this is driving people away! Oh, no! I gotta be more approachable!
Where do these guys come from?
It's very, very difficult to explain.
Ella, do you want to take this one?
Oh, no.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, God, wait, I can stop talking. I can just be quiet observer.
Can you stop talking?
Yeah.
I'll just pull my mace out and just.
Oh, jeez! Roll the attack. Can you? Smack.
No!
Reroll, please.
Ella,
Yeah.
reroll coming in hot.
I'd like another reroll, please.
Ella, you reroll coming in hot.
Okay, 16.
Is that total?
Yes.
It's enough. No, it's enough. I just find that very funny.
It's rude.
It took 3 rerolls to get you to 16.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
16's respectable.
No, it's great. Look, this is my
Especially
favorite part of
when
the show.
when I add my my mod up. It wasn't 16 on the die. It was 16.
What's your modifier?
Wait, I have a +2 mace. Yeah, you have a +2
Yeah.
You all have
That's
+2
a +8.
weapons.
Yeah. So right. So yeah.
Great. Yeah, I mean,
rolled
so
an 8.
how do you clobber a guy who's just trying to be your friend?
Right in the mouth. I'm just like, you wanna stop talking. This is how we stop talking, sweetheart.
You clobber him right in the mouth, and the bottom part of his jaw comes clean off.
Ooh.
Teeth go everywhere, and his
Ooh.
ance kind of just hangs limply down to like
Vince,
his
can I catch
collarbone. You catch his
It's a
jaw.
reaction! And I spike it.
You spike it. I mean, you score a touchdown. I don't know what to tell you. Like it happens. And so yeah, he's just hanging out there limply, and but seems still to be alive, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
He's gaining health every time.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is worse. I regret this.
Chirp
This is
just
worse.
punches
And
him with the knuckles.
Great, roll it. There's oily spit going everywhere.
Ew.
This is a nightmare. I know this is a memory, but this is a nightmare.
That's a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit. Roll that damage. By the way, the person who donated to Spawn Guy, their actual name is And Guy.
No!
Wow.
This
That's
is the Skylar sister
my-
no one wanted.
God.
that's eight damage.
Yeah, I mean, you just clobber that sucker. His face caves in, and he begins to slowly recede into the ether. I'm not going forever.
Oh, but what if you were?
He exists outside of time.
He is
Horrifying.
eternal.
Like,
Meanwhile, in the clearing,
And all that, but
Oh, he's a shopkeep. but
Yeah.
also maybe the devil.
Oh my god, he was just a shopkeep, wasn't he?
Like the first
know-
NPC.
He was an assistant. Yeah. My god.
He ran a
Oh, early
Slurpee
days.
machine or something.
To kick the goo.
He's come so far. However, in the fight, the tide is beginning to turn against the gnomes. The strike did some damage, but the beast throws its great paws out, breaking the rope and casting you both down onto your backs. It stands over you with gleaming fangs, and it looks like it's not going well until suddenly there's a whooshing sound from above. A gleam of silver catches the moonlight, stinging your eyes as a figure descends on the beast.
It's
over.
Tuxedo Mask.
It is.
God fucking damn it.
No, it is.
It's
It's a
over
rose.
almost before you can blink. The tar-like gore of the creature splattered across the ground. In its place is a man, as far as you can tell, lightly dressed and wearing a silver mask and hat, leaving only his eyes visible. In his hand, which you can see even now seems to be purging itself of the ichor, is a slender silver sword. You cannot tell his race or identity, but you've heard the legends. You know who this is.
Oh, I can't believe you're here. Thank you, thank you.
Honeybee, are you all right?
I'll be okay. And she looks down, and there's actually some damage from where she was holding the dagger, which is gone.
The silver sterling reaches into his satchel and grabs what appears to be a small a jar of something, and just reaches down and smears it on your arm, which already begins to feel better and recover. Are you all right?
Yes. What was that thing? These abominations that they're attacking.
They're overrunning the entire forest. I'm
You've seen
Murray
these
again. What
creatures
happened?
before.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
Was I like this? I was kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Tuchus,
tuchus
I
looks
said.
great,
Your
sweetheart.
tuchus looks great. Okay, thank you. Yeah, they're overrunning everything. We've been trying to get rid of them, but there's too many.
We've lost friends.
And the silver sterling straightens up for a moment and looks up, almost just contemplating in thought, and looks back down at you two. Know this. I work alone, and I have made great and terrible sacrifices to come this far, but it hasn't been enough. I could use your help if you would join me for a time. I'm tracking these beasts back to their source.
Belinda reaches down and grabs his hand, Harold's hand, to just hold in reassurance. And she steps forward and she says, "Whatever you need."
Wherever my honeybee goes, I'm there.
The memory around you begins to break down, casting you all back out into the room.
Oh, that was so good. I'm the only one clapping. Okay.
You all rematerialize, and Fez is just like, and then Fire is also like, ah. But then no one else does. She's like, oh, is
Gnomes rule so hard.
Wait, gnomes. Wait, were those your parents?
And Bora is just like pale, and she's like, "I've never seen what he looks like, and I've never seen them act like that."
They're so cool.
They
were
are
really
so cool.
dashing.
Very cool.
You got them honest.
the praetoritum. I can't even say it. However,
It's
is
the
show- look,
pterodon.
it's Latin. I don't know what to do here.
The Ptolemy.
Yeah.
The praetoritum is showing something new in its glass. You can see something familiar this time. It looks like the castle from which you just came in Dust Glen. If only you could bring it into slightly better focus.
Nasik, light.
I like slap her arm. Like, focus, do it.
I think Boras can do it. It's one knob. It's
Yeah,
just,
Bora, do it.
it's just slapping her.
Yeah. Go.
You turn the knobs, and the image becomes crisp once more. It fills the room, and you are drawn within. The battle was legendary. I dare say the Silver Sterling might not have been able to accomplish it alone, but thankfully Belinda and Harold were there. After what felt like excruciating hours of fighting, the death blow was struck. The silver sterling charged the demon of Dust Glen with an animalistic ferocity, running him through with the silver blade, carrying him bodily across the room until he was finally impaled into his own throne. The demon, life fading from his eyes, whispers one final remark to the sterling before dying, one none of you can quite hear. The silver sterling stands, and all of you, Belinda, Harold, and the sterling himself, are laboring to catch your breath after a remarkable fight. The sterling begins silently gathering twigs, bits of cloth, leaves, and the like from around the room. Belinda, Harold, what are you doing?
Is there any more?
I think that was it. I think we're done.
Honeybee,
Yeah. We did it.
we did it.
We did it.
We saved him.
We'll just start hugging.
The sterling. Ooh! Sterling's like, oh, jeez. The sterling builds what appears to be 5 little pyres in the room. He reaches into a bag and draws out a handful of objects. It's hard to say exactly what they are. A bit of clothing, a trinket, a small needlework portrait. He speaks a low prayer and then sets the 5 pyres alight.
Belinda and I think taking
Yeah.
Harold in the hand again, they just
Oh, yes.
quietly begin to remember the people that they've lost as well and everything that they've given up.
He then moves to the corpse of the demon and drags his hand through the pool of blood forming on the throne, striding back to the wall and writing, "It is finished," upon it in sanguine script. It's done. We leave everything here. Please, let's go back outside.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
all your help.
I couldn't have done it without you two. As
Oh.
much as I try to be self-reliant, I've learned the lesson many times that as much as it might hurt to lose them, sometimes you have to have your friends with you if you wish to have a chance at success at all.
Well, it sounds like the silver sterling doesn't work alone anymore.
You all proceed back out to the courtyard. Turning back to the door, the sterling seems to cast some form of enchantment on it. To you, it doesn't appear to seem like a magical spell or anything like that. No fancy incantation or flash of light, but his hand does touch the door briefly, which all of a sudden just locks very firmly before your eyes, seizing up almost. You hear the clicking of gears, and he turns back holding a cylindrical cipher. He looks up for a moment, ponders. Belinda, do you have a bit of paper on you by chance?
Oh, yeah. And she'll rummage around and pull out a scroll.
You always
see-
have that on you. It's come in handy more. You were right. You were right.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
You're welcome.
You see him lean down and write some kind of note, some sort of missive, and he binds it up and ties a knot around the cylinder, which he leaves on the floor at his feet. Those of you who are watching this event unfold, those of you from the present day, from your vantage point can actually see the form of Cat Cavalier crouched in the rafters, having watched this unfold. She appears to have seen the battle through the gaps in the stone facade, and it was incredible, the kind of story that would have made for a best-selling pulp. However, now, the sterling has left the cylinder behind in the courtyard with a note attached to it, something that she might just pick up shortly. However, the sterling... Oh yes, go ahead, Dare.
I presume I swing down from the rafters once they're safely out of sight. But if they're still there, I will just hold it.
And inside, indeed, you find the cylinder and a note explaining their purpose here, asking you politely to perhaps leave those doors closed, as Some stories are better left untold, but admitting that indeed the cipher is yours and you can choose to do what with it you would like.
Just pocket it and look after them.
The three of you proceeding out from the courtyard, walking back to the horses you rode in on. The Sterling regards you both. Belinda, Harold, I appreciate everything you've done, but I'm afraid this is where we have to part ways. I apologize that, as noble as our cause was, your hands had to be dirtied as mine were, even if for the common good. I pray that you live calm lives from here forward, and that you know peace, because I'm afraid that I will not. And he reaches out and places a little something in your hand, Belinda. A small leather pouch. A little wonder I received some years ago. It multiplies what's placed in it, except for money, it would seem. I've always used it for snacks, but I'm sure you'll come up with something better.
Oh, and she pulls off a pouch that she had with just some nuts and berries. It transfers over. Seems handy.
With a Bora voice.
Oops. Seems
I love
handy. It's hard, Gina.
It's really difficult. It's really hard.
I'm in Bora mode.
I know. I'm gonna
took
go
us.
right back there. You took us. That's my code word.
Listen,
My
if
code
you
voice.
if you ever have a moment of doubt, just go French.
I know.
Yeah.
God. Oh, Oleg.
Are you sure we won't ever see you again?
I'm fairly certain. I'm going to my end, and I will not be seeing you again. Farewell, my friends.
Farewell. The fighting that we've done earned a peaceful existence. We'll be sure to live that for you.
At least someone will. And the memory dissipates around you, melting back into reality, and you find yourselves within the quaint flat once more.
So beautiful.
Fire is furiously drawing.
Goodness.
Both hands.
That was really good.
Bora holds up the pouch that she had carried with her this whole time, and she says, "So this was from my mother, but this is from the silver sterling."
Oh, collectible.
But I don't understand. When do I come in?
We'll turn the...
Observing
Pterodactyl.
the Praetoritum,
Mhm.
the image in the glass has shifted, and it seems like it has one more story to tell.
Maybe we'll get the truth. And she'll focus.
I'm sorry for whatever you're about to see.
The
I'll reach
scene-
out and grab Asmeridian's hand.
I'm
This-
ready.
The scene coalesces for a final time, but there's something different about it now. It's off. The scenery around you glitches and stutters, as though trying to focus or fight against some corruption of the memory that it's displaying. This time, we see Murray. We watch as he enters, a much younger man, the very flat that you're in right now. He crosses to a bookcase on the far wall and moves a book from the third shelf to the second. Below him, the ground opens, and a great stairway deep into the earth is revealed. The scene continues to stutter. Even Murray himself appears to glitch and shift, as though something about the memory you're being shown is fighting you, is wrong. It's dark, underground. Murray descends the final flight of steps and enters the mine, the great underground chamber that serves as headquarters for the Silver Sterling. There's a silhouette just beyond, standing before a pedestal, clad in the mask and hat of the Silver Sterling. Murray's sword is drawn, and his grip is firm on the hilt. The Sterling smirks Not condescendingly, but knowingly, almost sympathetic. He says, Asmeridian, you know better than anyone it's not this easy. You can't just kill the silver sterling. Gina, you are Murray. What did he do here all those years ago?
It's time for you to end.
After all I've done.
You have done a lot of good with a lot of pain.
And here I was hoping it wouldn't be you ending me like this. I think we both hoped for something a little bit more dignified.
When we crossed paths, I did believe we could do great things together.
But no more.
I think you helped me heal by making me realize that what we were doing was not the right path.
Then Asmeridian, do your duty.
You will not do this to anyone else.
And you cut down the silver sterling before you. The scene glitching and stuttering all the more. Blood cast upon the plinth, upon the ground, not red like the blood of a mortal, silver like the mask, the hat, the sword, as he is sundered before you. And the vision collapses.
And just before it does, you just hear Murray one last thing as the image of him fades. It is done. My rage is gone.
And everything descends to black. As opposed to the previous visions, which ended on a sort of gentle transportation back into the world around you, this is rough, uneven. You are almost spat out of this memory, but you do find yourselves back in the room, and the bookcase from the memory is just across from you.
Murray, how could you? We saw the silver sterling was a hero.
Wait. What were you ending? What did you need to stop? What was the disagreement between the two of you?
And what was so different about, wait, Nasik, did that look right to you, that last one?
You see that she has like a visor down and she's like checking the gears, like the back panel of the machine. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that one. And she's like futzing with some material. Usually that happens when a memory is corrupted or someone tries to show us something a little bit not authentic.
Murray, it might not have happened like that.
But why can't I remember?
Well, I mean, there's really one good way to find out.
Go to the book.
Right?
Am I a villain?
No, you're not. You put that book in that shelf and we're going to go down there and we're going to see what really happened. I know you and you're not a bad guy.
Sure, but the windows weren't the only thing we embellished in those stories.
I'm aware of that.
Prepare yourself.
If there is a body down there, you have to shatter your image of me.
No.
Promise.
I don't think there's going to be a body down there.
There's something that's not adding up, y'all, and I don't think that we should be jumping into any kind of conclusion until we get some more information.
We need to find the truth.
That's what matters.
Yes, and if the truth is clear, just because you know Murray doesn't mean you knew Asmeridian.
Some of us did. You were a good man, I think.
I looked down at Fire. I was like, intern, what's your take?
Oh, yeah.
Not artistically.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's
It's a really good picture of like Murray posed, almost like contemplating, like struggling. Wow. Murray's Asmeridian's comics always portrayed him very heroic and virtuous. But the Silver Sterling was also, even if a little bit of like, a rough and tumble vigilante type, also always worked for the common good. It doesn't make sense to me.
We can figure it out.
Let's go.
We gotta
Great.
go.
Murray, so you shift the same book from the vision. Just as the memory showed, indeed,
Indeed.
the floor. Look, flutist. The floor beneath you shifts, revealing a stone stairway deep into the earth. I assume you proceed down.
Fess kind of tentatively reaches for Bora's hand.
She grabs it with an iron grip.
Sounds like
just as
me.
romantic as I wanted. I give a reassuring squeeze and like a bone pops. Like,
But like back into place. Like, it's
yeah.
kinda
I was
nice.
like, that helps. That wasn't good.
Down, down, and down you go. The stairs descends far below. That wasn't intended to rhyme.
Liar. You're a liar.
Too late.
Eventually,
Asmeridian,
Yes?
before we get down there, I don't know what to make of these memories. I don't know what to make of the things that we've seen. But I do want to remind you of one thing I know was true about you, and I feel still is. You have courage. So whatever is down there, I know you can face it.
You always had the biggest heart, Dare.
Wish I'd had the fastest heart. I would have won a few of those races, but that's not important right
I'm
now.
telling you, resources. You are much faster than me. I have a dex of -1, my dear. Much faster.
Actual cat, you would think I would have, but it's fine.
You're just stubborn. That's the trouble.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna take my broken hand down here and figure out the fuck's
sorry.
going on.
You go
That's totally
first.
fine. Have
you
your
go
moment.
first.
I go first.
We're gonna go.
I'm trying to figure out what makes you
Go.
faster, a fast heart or fast feet.
Both.
Huh.
as you
Like
descend the stairs,
Prefontaine.
as you descend the stairs, you notice that Fyra, all of her various supplies stowed away, is taking on a more serious demeanor. She's contemplating the possibility that either Murray had done an evil act by slaying the Silver Sterling, or that the Silver Sterling had been evil and worth slaying. Trying to balance the two possibilities in her mind, knowing that the virtuosity, the virtuousness, I should say, of these heroes was core to their being, core to how she saw them as well, and just struggling now with this. Asmeridian,
Yes.
you don't remember anything about why you killed the Silver Sterling or what happened down there, but if you did, do you think it was the right thing to do?
I think I don't know if it was right or wrong, but I do know it was selfish. I feel that. But I don't know if that's good or bad.
I always really looked up to the Silver Sterling, and even though everyone gave him a lot of shit and he got in some trouble for doing things a little bit outside the rules, and that's fair. I still thought that he really cared about people. And he was kind of the hero that a lot of heroes aspire to be. You know, went a little too far sometimes, I think, but, well, if he's not a hero that I can look up to, if he's not someone I can aspire to be, I don't know who I can.
Fyra, well, you shouldn't let the motivating factor of being a hero to be a different person. It should be because you want to help people, and that tends to manifest a being on its own that doesn't look like anyone else. You can have people you look up to, but it's not a good idea to try to be them, because if you do, you'll inevitably follow in their mistakes as well.
I guess I gotta start learning from not just all the things these heroes did right, but I guess all the stuff they fucked up, too.
Yes, there's a lot of fucking up along the way. But you're young. You'll learn. And you already
Well, like
helped
18.
us. That's young.
I killed 2 bandits.
I know. It was wonderful. You helped.
Eventually, you come out into a great cavern. And just as the sword of the silver sterling crosses the threshold, the cavern alights in magical illumination, revealing a grand chamber. A shallow basin of water, equipment to maintain armor and weapons, an herbalism and potion-making station, and a circular dais far off to one side carved with glowing, intricate runes, next to which is a rack of vials filled with red liquid. And across from
This
you...
is a lair!
Chirp takes some of the herbs and a pot and dumps it in the water and puts it over the
something
fire.
happens immediately as you enter. Across from you on a mannequin, you see it. The mask and the hat of the silver sterling, pristine as they ever were. And this is the perfect time to go to our newest set piece.
Hey.
Ooh.
Let me know when we're up there and I'll break it down. Hell yeah. So we have this multi-tiered underground cavern here. And we do have, if you can see, there's Toothless.
Oh,
Here we go.
Always.
The cameo. Oh, we're paying the royalties for that,
We've
right?
had to pay so many fucking
Yeah,
licensing fees.
man. DreamWorks, not
Not
All
cheap.
of you.
not cheap.
But we have to pay DreamWorks every time one of us raises an eyebrow, though, so we're in deep.
You just did it! Damn it! Damn
Ah,
this one, guys.
Oh my god, Dwayne The Rock
Venmo
Johnson's
them.
going broke. All right. However, as you enter and as you begin to take in this space around you, well, you see something else. There's one more thing just out of vision at the other end of the hall. A face carved into the stone cavern. You can almost make it out when suddenly alarms sound around you. A security system of some sort has been engaged. And before you, a
No.
great stone golem emerges.
Whoa!
What?
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh!
Got an
Oh.
attack of opportunity, apparently.
Look at this cutie.
Wait, I love him.
Yeah, you do.
All right, there we go.
Oh.
We're sticking with it.
Violence.
Who did that smush? Oh, that crushed Chirp.
Yeah, that tracks.
Ah!
He immediately charges for Chirp. Roll initiative.
Oh my!
Ah. Oh God.
Oh my god, how many rerolls do I have left?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I'm
Ooh,
using
Am
nice
I
another
turn.
still
one.
feeling very strong and fast?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my god.
Burn it.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
I went from a 4 to a 1.
Oh no.
Look, it's all up from here.
You gotta do it.
Should I also use one? Because I
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay. Okay. 12 is respectable. I can do a 12.
Okay. Do we have 20 through 25? Oh, Chirp. What's yours?
21.
Got
Nice.
smushed, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's dead, so.
But that means I'm closest.
Got
Right.
it.
Yeah.
True. It's right there.
Hiya!
Do we have 15 through 20? Oh my god, okay. Word. What's up? Who's highest there?
17?
19.
17.
Okay, Bora, awesome with a 19. And then Dare, I think you have the higher dex
Yeah.
modifier right now?
At the moment, probably.
It's like a plus 37 to her dex. Yeah.
Alright,
Think you
Dare
got me, baby
is
girl.
17, then Fess is also 17. Hell yeah. And then 10 through 15?
12.
Aw.
I got
Ella,
there.
You got there with a 12. And then, oh no, Murray, what was your roll?
Got an 8.
Do you want to reroll?
That
What was
after
my
a
reroll?
Do you want another one as Meridian?
Or
Great hero?
20!
Oh my god!
Suddenly.
You just knocked Chirp out of the fucking lead.
The fuck?
Wow, hell yeah. Great. So yeah, the golem, by the way, wow, you guys are gonna fuck this thing up. It's going last.
Also, not to just to mention, if Dazzle or Nasik or Fyra want to help, they could.
Oh, they'll all be chipping
Okay,
in.
cool.
Dazzle's in a bit of a mood. I'm not gonna lie.
Gotcha.
I
understand.
That's fair.
We all know Dazzle.
That's fair.
However, well, Chirp, you take an immediate 10 points of damage as the golem falls on.
Oh!
Ooh.
All right,
Murray,
all
it is
right.
your turn next as Chirp coughs up a lung.
Okay. Murray, like, has a small flash, and the golem is familiar to him. So, takes out the silver sterling and slices with ease again.
Yeah, roll that that advantage plus 10 to a hit.
Okay, 23.
That'll do it.
And then, that's 11 points of damage.
That's not bad.
Well, I got a 1 on the
Wait,
12.
How?
Well,
Oh,
didn't you say
okay.
it was a plus 10?
Yeah, what's a D12 plus 10? I'm like, how'd you only get that? Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
That's why I was like, blah, it's bad. And then second strike. 16. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, better. And then 20 points of damage.
So that's 20 total or 31 total?
20 on that, so 31 total.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you're carving this thing up, and the golem almost seems confused, like you're taking chips out of it, and it's like, "Roar!" Just like puzzled over this. But it still is standing. Anything else for your turn there, Murray?
Stand down, friends of the silver sterling,
A nice attempt. Roll
flashing the sword.
me a persuasion check.
Ah. Persuasion, what are you at? You're not bad.
That's the persuasion song.
It's a 13.
Okay, you know what? It's not fully convinced, mostly because of all the people and the damage it's taking.
Yeah,
but
whoops.
it is given pause.
Okay.
And so it'll roll. The next person attacking can get advantage on it. So it's like, "Roar!" However, Chirp, that is your turn from
Okay.
prone. You have several broken ribs.
Wow.
Bird bones.
Bird bones. Hashtag bird bones.
Okay.
You want to get up?
Yeah.
Ah!
A 20 to hit
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
and 11 damage.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! What a hit! What a hit!
Got him.
Oh God! It's chess rules, right?
Then I do the same thing. I go, stand down, because I've knocked it over.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Well, I mean, it's not going to look good.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
I mean, that's a 2.
Oh no.
We do know. We do
The
know.
golem's like, hey, wait a minute, and then it gets back up.
I forgot to do it in Murray's voice.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
I'm working class.
Can I use I'm going to use a bonus action to do Flurry of Blows.
Oh yeah, flurry that blow.
Now, we're gonna move on from that, and
Yeah.
it's a 21 to hit.
That does hit. Roll the damage.
That's gonna be an 8. And
Respectable.
my second flurry of blows, because that's where I'm at level wise, is a 16 to hit
That will hit.
and another 9 damage.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the golem. Hang on.
No, that's accurate. That's how I pictured it. That is a flurry.
Yeah.
And I'm standing on it and I go, stand down. Wait, I forgot to do Murray's voice again.
Bora, however, that comes up to you.
And but it's still kicking though,
It's
right?
still kicking. It's looking kind of chipped though.
I do like. I think Bora's gonna use part of her action to move where you have her to get a
Oh,
better.
I know
position.
you.
Yeah.
Tactics.
And use a bonus action to what is it called? Is it called Wrathful Smite? No.
Branding
Thunder
smite?
smite? Branding smite?
Mighty
no, it is
smite.
Wrathful Smite. So she's
We
going
got
to
a lot of smites.
yeah.
Put a smite on it.
You put a bird on it. She takes out her hammer, and then you can see her sort of brushing over it, and this energy sort of goes into it, and she sort of lines up at the head of this golem to take a great like croquet shot.
Fuck yeah! Did you smack your mic just
I
now?
did. I'm
Hey,
lucky
Chase.
it didn't unplug. Ooh, uh-oh. Are there rerolls left?
There's one group reroll and I think 5 Kaylee rerolls.
Take
Man, I'm
it.
working through them.
So that was a 5 on the die, a 13 for the first.
Was that after the reroll?
No.
Yeah, I mean maybe reroll.
Okay. Well, I don't want to use it because I have another attack, so I can miss the first one.
Okay,
Ah,
that
use
will
it,
miss.
use
That will miss.
it.
Well,
Use
Use
it.
it. Let's go.
What are we
Look at
fighting after a golem? Come on, it's
A
920.
dirty 20.
Oh fuck yeah, that hits.
There you go.
There.
Roll that damage.
28 plus 5. 8 points plus 5 is 13. And then my spell goes off.
Hey.
Next time you deal melee damage with the spell's duration, it's a 1d6 extra psychic damage. So
Oh,
4
shit.
psychic damage as well.
Oh, you're in my head.
And it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the end of the spell.
I mean, it's a freaking golem. It's not gonna have a pretty high whiz there. It rolled an 8.
Oop,
it's scared of
baby.
me.
Ah! You're walking here.
We are friends of the Silver Sterling.
Stand down.
Yacha!
You know what? You can also roll a persuasion there if you want to try. And
Okay.
because it's feared, you'll just roll a flat persuasion.
Gotcha. Oops. A 14.
Oops. Okay, yeah, you know what? The golem is really giving some pause right now. In fact, it gets up and flings Chirp off.
Stand down. You gotta do it Murray's voice.
I keep forgetting.
And
no.
gets up, and it turns to Murray, just like staring at him. Wait, where are you? Oh, you're down here. Okay.
I'm down there.
Murray, what do you do?
I echo Bora. Ayacha.
Stands up, looks at you all. It finds its framing. There we go.
Yeah.
Finds its light.
Find your
Yeah.
light.
And
Hits
then
its mark, tells the truth.
Acting.
Oh god, I hate it here. And kind of just like dejectedly shrugs away,
Oh.
and then promptly falls apart.
Oh.
Look at that. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
I killed another thing.
Oh, sorry, apples.
Well, the golem is sorry,
Oh.
apples. The golem is defeated and slinks off to lick its wounds, whatever golems do.
Yeah.
You're free to explore the cave or to peer deeper within. Chirp, I believe you wanted to snag some herbs. Was that?
Yeah, I was gonna snag
was
some
gonna mention-
herbs off of the shelf, and I was gonna put them in a little canister of water and put it over the heat, and just start making some tea as long as we're down here and we're like looking around, you know.
Great. Yeah, you definitely
This is
brew
gonna go
some
great.
random herb tea.
Yeah.
Can I investigate those red vials and try to figure out what they are?
You may.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, thank you.
I will say though, as soon as Fest starts to move, Bora sort of grabs a hold of her.
We might need to check to see if there are other things. Traps,
Okay.
alarms.
I'll do a sweep of that first.
Oh, okay.
Hey, calm down, buddy.
Can
Have
I go
some
full
tea.
ranger danger and sweep for traps before everyone starts moving around?
Yeah, roll perception or survival is fine for that for me.
Oh,
Chirp, make a con, not save, a con check.
Sure.
Can I use a reroll? Are there
Yes,
any
you may.
left?
Well, with Kaylee's permission, you may.
Yeah.
Kaylee, can I use one? Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, it was worse. 13.
I'm sorry. That makes sense.
Kaylee, you have 6 more.
Do you want to go
I
again?
gave you.
Can I go one more time, please?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it survival because I don't trust the other roll. Oh my god. 13
Kaylee, you have 5 more.
13.
Okay. You know what? It actually heals you for 2 points of damage. Like,
Hey.
it's nice. It's restorative.
I'm sorry.
How is it
I'm
going?
just
looking
distracted.
around?
I'm distracted because Bora grabbed me.
Sorry.
No, I like
But there's no traps then, right?
I hope not. I
Mm.
wasn't really looking.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Well, you know what, Fess? You're not aware of any.
I trust you.
I
What
think
about-
it's fine.
What about you, Dare? You were always really good at traps.
You know, I'm a little rusty, but
I did a good job.
suppose I could go around. I'm sure you did, Fess.
Thank you.
But I am curious. I mean, if there's piles, of unattended gold, just looking around a little
Yeah,
bit.
have we checked on the piles of unattended gold situation? That's right.
Oh,
Maybe I could just look around. a
piles of
little bit.
unattended gold.
Yeah.
You've still got it.
Peeking around, you don't see any obvious signs of treasure. However, you do notice that Fyra crosses the room to the herbalism table, and actually she's with Nazik, who's already like whipping something up. And Fyra points something and grabs it, and they kind of pass it back and forth, and they make this little paste, which Fyra gets between her hands and rubs like this to get it nice and hot, and probably harder than she needs to, slaps Chirps in the rib,
Yeah.
but
Chirps.
immediately heals you for 7 more points of healing.
Wow.
Ooh.
As it sizzles your ribs back together.
Ooh.
Chirp hands the kid a gold coin. Good work. Hey, Fyra, come here. And I walk with Fyra over to the Sterling's mask and hat.
This doesn't make any sense. If he was killed here, there's no sign of a fight here. It's just his stuff is just on the thing.
Let me tell you something. As a guy who likes his clothes, if that's his favorite outfit, there's no way he left it here like this. Here. And I grab the mask. I'm like, just try it on.
No,
It's
no,
just-
no, no.
Oh, come on. We're down
Oh.
here. Just try it on.
No, I
Look,
don't
I'm
thi-
going to put on the
oh.
hat.
Oh,
Look,
I
now
can't.
I'm a silver sterling. Look at me. I'm a silver sterling. It's fun. Try it.
Chirp, roll a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Is there no body? Well,
There's no body. Wow.
That is a 15.
Okay, you know what? You managed to not really take a lot of pain from this, but immediately the same presence that was in the sword seems to almost reach out and like with claws grab onto your mind and give you a little squeeze.
Ooh,
Hot hat. Hot hat.
1 point of psychic damage.
Okay. just so everybody knows,
Yeah.
anything that was in the Silver Sterling's valet,
Huh?
as you know, his watches, his cufflinks, his hat, his sword, any of his going out stuff, heavily cursed.
Oh.
Oh.
Really?
Can I go look at the red stuff now? I'm gonna touch the juice.
You may. How do you plan to investigate the red liquid?
Open it. Bunsen burner. Waft.
It smells irony.
That's
Uh-oh.
blood for sure.
Mhm.
Hello.
So
It-
it
it
smells.
tastes bloody.
smells of iron, or it smells like irony.
Oh.
And
And
goodbye.
kick
I
from
wanna-
Zoom call.
Okay. There's a lot of blood here. If anyone
Pretty odd.
would explain why to have blood here, is it like a person?
You see,
I've done many murders. Is this a person amount of blood?
Oh,
not
for
not
sure.
one whole person,
We're getting close though.
but you see Nazik is like wrapped by the dais, by the circle, pointing at the ruins like,
Yes.
Similar?
If the Silver Sterling was all fancy and powerful, more so than most adventurers, how'd he get that way? What'd he do to get so fancy strong?
Good question.
Sounds like some predecessor shit. Nasik, what's
Nasik.
up?
oh, it's a transportation circle. It's powered by the vials. You need blood to be able to use it, but it can take you to any other transportation circle on the continent. There's a whole network of them set up. I didn't think they'd still be active after all this time, though.
This is the thing that we used to get out of your cave?
Well, almost. That was more of like a if magic was like a series of tubes.
Yeah.
That was just
which
the
to my
internet?
What an
which to my
analogy.
understanding it is.
It is. It basically is. That was basically just like a one-way rocket ride up to the surface.
Can
These
you do the gesture again? I didn't get it.
the rocket ride. Oh, does that mean something in your culture? Am I
Oh, not
missing
at
an
all.
innuendo?
No, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm a visual learner. Thank you, Nasik.
She's gonna shoot you one of these days. So the circles can take you to any other circle of your choice. It's how we would traverse the continent quickly. But yes, you do need a certain type of blood to be able to use it.
What type
What
of blood?
blood? Yeah.
Typically, any blood from a royal lineage.
Whoa.
Okay.
As Meridian, is any of this bringing anything back?
I'm feeling odd. So yes.
I'm all for
I'm
taking the blood of
trying-
royalty and giving it to the working class, if
Yeah.
I can be honest.
Drink the rich.
Ooh,
I don't know what else to do. There's no body, but we saw me slay him and I remember it. But none of this all makes sense.
there is.
Why did the Silver Sterling use Ayacha? Why did he why did I adventure with him and why can't I remember it?
Please
There
hold
is-
this. Oh, God.
Oh, go.
Oh, sorry,
what?
please.
I would like to walk to the edge of the cave and go, excuse me, are there any rats? I am your god and have some questions.
It's time for church.
Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
my
yeah,
god.
fuck it. Roll D20. Roll rat god.
I'm beginning to feel like a rat. I just a normal.
Oh
D20.
my god. Oh,
Yeah.
we have to write that whole parody now. The whole.
I rolled a 3.
Ooh.
Haley has 4 rerolls left.
Use one of them. We
Thank
want,
you. I'm
we want
sorry.
church. No, no,
What
no.
is? Can it be animal handling?
Yeah, that's fine.
Summon rats. Okay. I just need a modifier in there. There we go. 23.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Fest, take us to church.
Dearly beloved. I don't know what to say.
Who's
Never been
getting
to
married?
church. Probably some rats while we talk. No, here we go. And I get really low to the ground and I just hit the ground really loud, like really hard, and just kind of yell, "Come attend me, I am your god. I
the
will
distance-
smite you." Maybe, probably.
In the distance, you hear a little tiny, and the thundering of
I look
7
at
rats.
I look at Kat. I look at Dare and I go, listen. I don't know if this is being culturally insensitive, and I am, as somebody who gets a lot of bird stuff a lot, I'd want to make sure that I'm not stepping on. You're not going to eat the informants, are you?
You do it.
Dare, a small fleet of rats, more like a platoon, comes charging out from the various cracks in the walls. You need to roll a, what would that be? Just to stave. Roll me a wisdom save, just to, like, control yourself.
You can see me flexing my little claws.
Interrogate, then devour, Dare.
I think we're okay. It's a dirty 20.
Okay, yes, there will be no rat death today.
Well, until they give us the information.
Fess, your rats do,
Before they arrive,
gather
I
at
use
your
this guy's
feet.
self to look like a god.
And one puts on a tiny little, like, bishop hat.
Oh, tight. Hi. Hello, father. Cool.
Hello.
You sound like the other one. Couple of quick questions. One, thanks for worshiping me. Super into that. Not
Happy
the
to do
question.
it.
Yeah, tight. Two, when's the last time someone was in here?
Well, we have an oral tradition in Rat Society.
See, it's an
So
oral.
important.
They're
so important.
Sorry,
They're
what?
so important.
Thank
First
you.
of all, to be clear, so we only live like 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Frankly, less in the wild. So we don't. It's a long time ago. It's like, what is that, Paul? It's like 100 generations or some shit. Okay, have a story. We've passed down through dozens of rats, bishops, and
Dozens of rats.
the story of the one who used to be a denizen of this cave. The one they called the Sterling. There's no echo. He's just doing that.
No, it's good. I liked it.
He's talking
Thank
into
you.
a tiny rat cup.
Yes, but he abandoned this cave many moons ago. The story doesn't have a lot more detail than that, though.
Okay,
Wow.
cool. Do you have any like descriptions of what he looked like? Mostly, is that him? And I
We're-
point at Murray.
Oh, we're bad with faces.
Jesus. Look, is there anything in there about horns?
First of all, look, I'm gonna be real. All humans, elves, you all look alike to us.
Yeah,
Like-
respect.
Wait,
No.
wait, Fess. Did you just say me?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
The tails don't mention horns, though.
Okay, good to know. I just wasn't sure, like, maybe for some reason, this figure had to. I don't know, but
We thought maybe it
your
was a
phrase-
like a fantasy Moon Knight or a fantasy Fight Club situation.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm late for a movie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's all good. No, I
Wear a
was in the area
mask.
anyway.
Cool.
But I
What do you- yeah.
didn't kill
Stay safe.
myself.
Okay, bye.
Okay, goodbye.
We thought maybe it was metaphorical. I don't know. It's worth
Yeah.
checking.
Thank you for
Oh.
feeling me in on that chirp. I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to imply anything fucking weird there.
No.
However, there is one
Things are
part.
very weird.
There is one part of the cavern you have not yet explored, and that is the deepest recess in which there was, in fact, a face carved in relief into the actual wall of the cavern itself.
Is there
It's
a
a bit out of
Sterling
your
mobile
vision
down
right
there?
now, but you can go to it if you'd like.
Yes,
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
let's go. Confused and angry and hungry.
Chirp is looking
Very
around for
hungry.
anything on the way that looks like it could maybe like flip out a secret Sterling mobile or something like that.
Some kind of cool wagon.
Yeah, Fire. He tells Fire, he's like, he nudges Fire. He's like, just look for hidden switches and stuff. You know, we want to see if there are any Sterling gadgets.
I'm trying to be kind of respectful of this whole area.
No, totally. But we're investigating and we're trying to figure out what happened down here. So look for the hidden switches, intern.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, it's all chill.
Moving deeper into the cavern, though, you finally see it. The face. Now, can I do the camera motion as I'm talking? That's the real question here.
I believe in you.
The face of the one who owns this place, bound to it magically as the holder of the charge of silver sterling. At first, you're not sure, but there can be no mistake. You are gazing upon the face of Asmeridian.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Insufferable.
First of all,
I
fucking
freak out
look
like
at
a
that.
black person seeing close-up magic. Yeah! Let's take off.
Murray, the memories flood back in a cascade. The dots connect and you can finally remember. The death of your party to the horrors, your pledge of vengeance, taking up the mantle of the silver sterling from its previous master, and following the trail of clues back to the demon of Dust Glen, the mastermind of the horror beasts, and taking your revenge upon him. It's all there.
I start slapping Fest like this. I'm like, it was a fantasy fight club. It was a fantasy fight club.
Dad, you called it. We called
It was a fantasy moon night.
Murray, what do
Just
you
geeked
do?
up.
There is like a pause, and Murray's shoulders fall a little bit. Just Hayacha. Bora. It was me. You found me.
I found you.
You did it all along, and I didn't know. I
Who did you
remember.
kill?
I killed the legend. See, the silver sterling is a persona. It's like an entity that when you are given it sort of possesses you and gives you all of the strength you need. But when it was given to me, my heart only sought pain and death and vengeance. And it corrupted me. I was not a good silver sterling, despite what the legend I was able to ride while doing not very good things for the sake of making their deaths matter with more blood. And so I had to end it. Because this being in the wrong hands is deadly.
Do you remember my parents?
Oh, yes. Very fondly. They helped me realize that being around people full of love and who want to help rather than destroy was who I should have been all along. I don't even think Asmeridian knew that. I've been so many people. I think I've gotten it right with Murray. I just want to help now.
No matter what you call yourself or who others call you, you are our friend. And thank you for everything you've done. For my family, for me, for the world. Thank you.
Harold and Belinda are wonderful people. And they raised someone wonderful.
Oh.
Whew.
Now what?
I don't know.
Chirp
Dare,
just
do you
runs
have
up
a-
to Murray and squeezes him and is just like, I told you you weren't a bad guy.
I
You
know.
thought you were a bad guy, didn't you? You thought for a second you were a bad guy,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I
You
Bora's
thought it was a
gonna
bad
join
guy.
in.
You're not a bad guy.
Dog
Dare,
pile.
come on, you have to
You're
get
not
in
a
it
bad
too.
Oh.
And I look at Fire and I was like, what did we learn? What did we learn about perfection?
Well, I was thinking about it actually. Murray,
Yes.
as much as you might regret some of the choices you made as the Silver Sterling and gotten a few things wrong, you should remember that for any of those mistakes, you freed those people from the demon of Dusk Glen. That still happened. And there are hundreds, maybe thousands more people who wouldn't have their lives right now if not for the choices you made. I'm not going to say that I defend all of them or there wasn't any other way to do it. Ideally, the hero takes the best path to the noble, greatest good they can, but you don't need to be perfect. You just need to help. And at the end of the day, you really did.
Chirp flicks the kid another gold.
I've still got 20 strength, so I'd like to please sweep up everyone in the group hug and
Yes!
just spin them
Whoa!
around.
Oh, this is
Nazik
nice.
actually barfs.
Pluck them back down. Whee! You are a very great adventurer, but I was almost as good.
The hat and the mask of the Silver Sterling lay before you, Murray, and the sword is at your belt. What do you do now?
Sell it.
No.
Sell the sword.
No, what
It's
we
worth a
just
lot of
talked
money.
about this.
Fine.
It can't go to the highest bidder. That's a bad person.
Mm.
I appreciate what you say, Fyra. I think I didn't trust anyone else. I think I wasn't a strong enough person to handle this power. My heart was in the wrong place.
If you're not, then who is?
Fess ducks away from the group and goes to grab the mask. Not like that, Jesus.
And you're able to pluck it off the mannequin.
And I go to stand beside Murray as he speaks.
Hey,
Yeah, Chirp's got the hat. And he's
Walks.
on the other side.
I walk up to Dare. Do you still got some fight left in you? Of all the adventurers I ever encountered, you had the biggest heart, and I trusted you, even if we didn't adventure together. And Fyra could use a little more training next to someone like that. What do you say? You want to add a few more issues to the legend?
Stretch.
Oh, big stretch.
For Sterling, huh?
The silver cat?
Ooh.
I'll reach out for the mask. Bring
I
it in the air a couple times.
Ooh, As it's flipping, Murray instinctually throws a handful of herbs and starts conducting the ritual as it flies through the air for you.
Do you think it'll still fit? I first try to put my head where it's about to land.
And you find that it creates a fit for you. The mask finds its way neatly onto your face, making room for your ears, your snout. The hat somehow manages to negotiate around that feline head as if it was designed custom for you. Murray, do you present the sword?
Are you sure?
It's about time someone used it for good.
And I reach out and grab it. Resources!
And as you take the hilt of the sword, you feel the power, the identity, and the legacy of the silver sterling, stretching back for generations, fill you and become you. And as you all watch this transformation take place, the face on the wall changes from that of Murray to the Cat Cavalier, the new silver sterling.
Little bit taller than you've ever seen. I look over at Farah. Chapter 1?
Oh, fuck yeah. And on that, we will end for tonight. It was the Silver Sterling Part 2, our thrilling conclusion to that wonderful arc. Thank you all so much for being here. That was such a good fucking episode. That was so fun. Oh my goodness. All right, well, thank you all for being here. Let's go around the table once more, mention who we are, where to find us, what we're up to, starting with a person.
Sweet. I'll go. Hi, I'm Abria. Follow me on social media for my full schedule. Who the fuck's blood is this?
Find out never on Failed Save.
I told you I wasn't a good silver sterling.
It's unimportant. That's transportation blood. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I'm Xander Genre, and you can find me on Twitch at Xanderific. I'm going to be streaming on Monday and Tuesday of next week, and I'm all over the place on the internet.
And Amy?
Hi, I have been Amy Dallen. What a gift it is to play with y'all. Oh my god, thank
The new
you.
silver sterling.
Yay!
Oh my god, what a delight. You can find me everywhere at Enthusiamy. I stream and do various things. We're doing a book club, Read Far Sector. That's next week. This has been so wonderful.
The new silver sterling.
I'm Gina DeVivo, and I have been Murray as Meridian Silver Sterling Extraordinaire.
Harold.
Harold.
Harold Farfoot.
And Harold! Oh, I forgot. Harold.
You've been
Who I
busy this
kind of
episode.
love. I
He's
love
great.
Harold.
I need more.
What
When
a
are we
gorgeous
gonna see
husband.
Bora's
What I want to
parents?
know is what happened. You said you've never seen your family this way.
Mhm.
Why isn't Harold so frisky anymore? Tisk.
Yeah, they've gotten
Gotta
a bit
get that
older, maybe.
flame
I don't
back
know.
and gotta
Yeah.
get that flame started again. Maybe they just don't do it around you, Bora.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you can find me at Pocket Gina. Monday I will be back on Clear Skies. Yeah. And I think that's it. That's it. I'm done. Yep. Bye.
Anthony, why don't you go?
Okay. Hi, I'm Anthony Carboni. I've played Chirp Burbington, honest, caring, and forthright Eric Okra Monk. You can find me everywhere on the internet at A Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I am at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. Very, very, very important. Next Saturday, the 13th, we are doing another Bright Spot Live. This is a live talk variety show that we do for charity that I'm doing with a bunch of really wonderful people. So go follow Bright Spot Live here on Twitch, Bright Spot Live on YouTube, and Bright Spot Live everywhere. get out your Q Cats and your Bebos and your Friendsters and fucking follow Bright Spot Live. Thank you very much. Birthday girl.
Bria, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I
How
also
did
got
this
David.
happen?
I also got David Blue apparently too. I don't know. It's contagious. I'm sorry. Anyway, I have been Ella Britt in real life sometimes. I don't know. I am Kaylee Bray. You can find me on Twitter at Hoppa Barbarian. Your resident cursed dice roller.
That was very special today.
Thank you all so much for helping me celebrate my birthday by maybe succeeding on something at some point. I appreciate you all very much. You can find me tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific, for Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice, where I run a game for some very lovely princesses. And then you can find me soon, February. Soon. Pay attention. I am doing a Kids on Bikes actual play with Roll20 on Monday mornings, starting soon. So pay attention to my social media because I forgot the date because I'm a professional.
Is it me?
It's you.
Oh, hi. I'm Vince Casso. I have been your DM for this episode and a whole bunch of weird people. Now up to 8 voices, I'd like to confidently say. Yeah.
Hey.
They run together quite a lot. You can find me on the tweets, Instas, and on Twitch at Vince Casso, where I also stream throughout the week. And this Sunday, I believe we're playing the second episode of our Gods of Metal Ragnarok arc with Ivan Van Norman and Hunters Entertainment. I believe that is this week. We made our characters last week. They are all kinds of fucked up. You can check all of our Twitters for the fan art that came out of those. They are not safe for work.
Yeah.
And tune in this week for the thrilling conclusion of that arc. And thank all of you so much for being here.
Thanks everybody for being here. We have so many things going on the channel, so make sure to follow us, check it all out. We've got It's Too Early on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right, Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the show.
Yeah.
That's our morning news show with me and Sage.
Yeah,
It's too early.
It's too early, and don't miss our new show on Sunday. One time on the internet at 5:30 Pacific time. They're gonna be deep dive. I don't remember what the topic is this week, but it's always wild and wacky and weird, and I learned so much. So don't miss it.
Hell
And we have a
yeah.
Patreon. So if you love what we do and you want to support us, take a look. There's lots of ways to support us, and we're very, very grateful for it. So we get to keep making wacky stuff on the internet.
Well,
for
in
you.
fact, the golem for today's episode was supplied by the patrons on the Patreon.
Ooh.
So if you
traitors.
patronize, you get to do weird shit like that.
Sorry, we broke your toy.
Yeah,
I'm not.
we play rough.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it was more like a Spider-Man / symbiote Spider-Man or like a Superman / gangbuster situation.
Bit
Good
of
night,
a-
everybody.
Bye, everybody.